random. I don't even know what that is.
And we are live. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Rinky D Bullshit Podcast, Season 2, Episode 32. We your hosts with the most, the podcast god, Superfly Johnny Lee. And right now, to my left here, we got the beautiful intern, Emili Rose.
What up, what up? And for our special guest today, we have fucking Michael Montana, guys. I'm so hyped about that shit.
Hello, I am here.
That's right. Man, seeing you at KWF last Sunday, you stole the show because you gave Ethan Hire not one, but 3 German suplexes that he never saw coming.
Yeah, that's true. I'll definitely say that. That I was, to be honest, to be truthful, that was the most hungover I ever was in a match. Ooh. I was so hungover in that match. That's when I was talking to you guys and everything. Oh, man. I was about to throw up like 15 times during that match. But I appreciate it. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I mean, you showed for someone that was hungover that it didn't actually show on your face.
No, dude. It really didn't.
Yeah, I try to keep that quiet because that was the first time I was ever hungover because I had a match the night before, then I had a party, didn't go to bed until like 5 a.m., and then I had to, hit the road at noon.
You basically partied like the old school wrestlers would have done back in the day.
Back in the day. Oh, man. I'm just going to say I'm not going to try to plan that again.
Yeah, definitely, because
that was the worst feeling I've ever had in a match.
When I walked up to you to ask for pictures, you looked like so out of it. You were just like, oh, yeah, definitely.
yeah.
I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I had to have my girlfriend drive us back because I was so done. I was pooped. It was over.
I know, right? Like, you had to have been going through something killer because you're not only there to wrestle a match, but you're there for the entire thing. And even after the match. So you're basically having to put with that hangover for that long of a period of time.
Oh, yeah. I was feeling it like 2 days later, too. Like, until Tuesday, I started to feel like myself. But, yeah, no. If I stole the show, I'll take that,
That's right, because that was a hell of a match. And it only being 9 matches in.
Now it's about 20 now.
Oh, so 20 now?
Yeah, 9 matches was 2 months ago. So
oh.
There you go. But
so what got you into the wrestling business?
So I think basically when I was born, I always been watching wrestling since I was a kid from my father and everything. He watched it when he was a kid, and his father watched it when he was a kid. So it was just a family tradition, and I always wanted to be a pro wrestler since I was born. And I kind of pushed it to the wayside when I was 13, and I feel like I couldn't do something like that. And whenever I got into high school and I actually started lifting weights, I was a whole nother level. And I actually started to feel like I could actually do this. And,
heck yeah.
And after college, so I went to college, graduated, and I hated my degree. I hated what I was going for. I gave Bone Crushers a shot. I went to good old Roger Ruffin.
Nice.
So,
that's a good choice right there, because NWF, Norman Wrestling Federation, they've been around a long time. And Roger Ruffin does nothing but breed the best out of his school.
Dang true. That's all true right there. Yeah, no, I've been loving every single second I've had being in Bone Crushers in the NWF. Very thankful. I'm just surprised that they have me as a baby face over there, which, go with that whatsoever. But
wait till they finally decide, oh, you know what? Let's have you go heel. Let's see what you can do there. Because I'm telling you, your heelness is better than your baby faceness.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll take that. Yeah, it's a lot easier being a heel dressed like this.
Yep, because being a baby face, you have to walk a certain line. You can't just do what you would do if you were the heel. You have to be kissing babies, shaking hands, saying good things, watching what you're going to say. But when you're a heel, you can do what you were doing against Even Higher that night.
Yeah. That's why I like it so much. It's like my promos are a whole nother level and everything. That's also what I liked in wrestling too. Was like Mr. Perfect, Shawn Michaels in the early 90s.
Yep.
Those type of wrestlers where they get under your skin. That's just my type of wrestling right
there. Damn, Skippy. And this Saturday, you're going to be at the Powell County Fair.
Oh, I know. No, it's okay.
Thank you for joining us, brother.
Welcome. Thank you.
But yeah, this Saturday you're gonna be a part of that Powell County Fair, ain't you?
Yeah.
With KWF.
Oh yeah, can't wait. It'll be over in Eastern Kentucky. I forget you said what
I
Powell?
believe it's in
Powell County.
Powell
County
County
Fair.
Yep, I'll be there, and can't wait. And then whenever that tournament finishes up, because apparently I get counted out of 10, I'll be back to the KWF probably in January or something.
Hey Tina.
Oh, hi, Mom.
But also, that's something special because you don't know who's going to be your opponent. Like J-Rock said, all who's coming out there this Saturday, they don't know who he's going to choose. He don't even know who he's going to choose.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever he draws at random is going to be your opponent. Right? It be someone like Jake Ratliff or maybe a guy like Max Steele if he were to be there.
If he would be there, yeah. I don't know.
Or you could also be taking on someone that even us have not seen yet at KWF. We've seen everyone else there. We've seen Jake Ratliff there. We've seen Ethan Hire. We've seen you. But there are other names that J-Rock has mentioned that he has not yet revealed to us. So you could be very well taking on someone that you've not yet stepped into the ring with. Huh? Who would you expect your opponent to be if you were to choose?
Man, there are so many people. I don't know who's going to be there at all. It really opens up a lot. The prospector maybe.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, the prospector. He was
Wes Barker.
Yeah, he was checking out my match over past Sunday over at the KWF. He was newcomer. That's what he said. Yeah. So that might be someone. That's going to be my bet. I don't know where he's going to be at Saturday. Maybe he'll be there. Maybe I'll wrestle him. But we'll see.
That's the thing about KWF. You never know who you're going to wrestle because, like J-Rock said, he's always got a plan. And that plan is that even he's not going to know who you're going to be taking on. Lots of names coming out there. They all want to prove that they want to be a part of that KWF championship, and they want it. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of names that you're going to have to go up through. You've already showed that you could do that, though, with those German suplexes that you hit.
Oh, yeah, baby. That's all I do. That's that's my cup of tea. That's when I'm ready to go.
That's make me want to see you versus Corey Sparks because Corey Sparks
wrestling machine.
Yep. Because he likes the German suplex as well.
Yep. I've seen him over in West Virginia, and there's been a few. I think I've seen him twice over. I was over at Freddy's or Big Time Pro Wrestling over in West Virginia. And there was a time it was a possibility that I was going to wrestle him, but it never came across yet. So we'll see. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Here's someone that Glenn Wright just mentioned that you could possibly end up having to face. Frank the Tank. Oh, that's a big one too.
We'll see about that German.
But I have faith that you could probably do it. Hey, I mean, he may be a big guy.
Start doing your deadlifts now.
Yeah, deadlift, squats, a little bit of everything, honestly.
Because that's a hell of an opponent that he's throwing out there right now.
Yeah, and I mean, next thing I know, I'll be trying to grab him, I'll lift him up, and he just collapsed on me. Oh, no. I got him.
You wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want that at all, because he squashes everybody that he's inside the ring with, man.
Yeah, everybody. That's superpower right there. I wish I had that.
That's the thing, too. You went for Northern Wrestling Federation. You're also wrestling at KWF. What other place would you like to wrestle at?
So there's a few on mind. For one, over in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, I've seen a lot of the videos over there. That's someplace maybe in the future, and then maybe in the next year. Grindhouse. I think I got
good
that.
Choice.
That might be something I might come across. And, and then the OVW, when that time comes around, that'll also be a place I'll be looking into. But, yep, I just kind of go with the flow. A lot of these places kind of just come to me, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'll wrestle for you.
And that's the best thing about it is because you see these places.
Yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the biggest promoter of myself. People promote me for them, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'll take that.
That speaks on your talent,
Exactly.
People want to see you. They want to bring
and
you
also
out.
your presentation shows that you're a talent that any promotion here in the state of Kentucky should be looking to bring in, or Indiana, or Ohio, or West Virginia. Because you're a guy that can get it done. You proved at KWF that you got the presentation down. You know what you're doing. When you're a heel, you know what to say. You also had the talent side of the ring to back that up. Anyone should be looking to get you inside. And that's a fact.
I'll take that. You're saying too much nice thing right there.
But it's the truth.
I'm like, thank you.
But it's the definite truth, because just watching you, my first time seeing you, and after hearing Max Steel himself mention your name at the show that we had a month ago, I believe it. I buy the hype, because you brought it that Sunday. You went in there and you showed Ethan Higher that you wasn't going to care about him being Mr. Larger Than Life, that you were going to German suplex the hell out of him. And that's what you did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and every single time was a mistake from him, too. Every time he missed something. Sorry, brother.
That's right. That shows your ring awareness right there.
Yep.
You were on point while he wasn't.
Yep.
And that's the thing, because even though you were hungover, you still knew what you were going to do. You knew that every mistake that he was making was just a nice opportunity for you to hit that German suplex as hard as you could.
Yeah, that ring was pretty darn stiff, too.
Oh, it was.
I was like, I'm sorry. Here we go. Right in the
That's
neck.
right.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, that tells me right there that you're just going to get better than what you've been so far. You're just going to keep on getting better.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope I don't start doing too many things and then start getting a big old ego, and then I'm like, I don't need to practice. I don't need to train. I got German suplexes. That's all I need.
I doubt that you'll get a big ego, because
You only need one move of doom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. What are we doing? We're doing German suplexes. That's all my
all
hand
we're
does.
doing is the German suplex. Screw all the other moves. I'm just going to hit that. You just keep on running at me. I'm just going to keep on hitting them.
Yeah, unless you're Frank the Tank, and then maybe
Yeah.
more of like collapse on me.
And well, if it's Frank Tank, he'll just say, nope,
Yeah,
that ain't work for me. I'm just going to squash you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of running around in circles until he gets tired looking at me.
That's
There you
right.
go.
That's the strat.
God.
Or you can run from him and he'll get tired, and then he'll gas out, and then you just say, okay, 1, 2, 3.
And I'm like, yep, all right. Thank you, guys.
easiest win in the books.
Yeah,
But a little something funny that happened to your friend Max Steel about, it was the Miss Elizabeth exhibit Battle Royal.
I
Right?
think I know what you're talking about, because I've heard it all the way back in NWF.
Yep, because Dale Bass
Yeah.
sees Max Steel get thrown over the rope.
Keep in mind, Dale Bass is like 95 years old.
That's putting it down lightly there. Right?
And as he told us, he said Max Steel looked like Frank the Tank, and that's when he called Max Steel Frank the Tank instead.
Max Steel was in the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
And he got eliminated. And Dale Bass goes, and Frank the Tank has been eliminated.
I could just
And
imagine.
the funniest thing is, Frank the Tank sitting in the audience.
He was there. Look, watching. He's like, what?
Yeah, he jumped up. He's like, "What you mean? He's Frank the Tank. I'm Frank the Tank.
That's
You think we all look the same?"
That's a whole
Now, right,
can of
like I
worms.
said, keep in mind that Dale Bass is 95 years old and got, 3-inch thick glasses.
Oh man, I heard it from Max Steel himself. He was just say he wasn't happy about it.
Oh,
Just say
for
that.
sure.
No, of course not.
I mean,
For sure.
yeah, but no, that's Dale Bass for you. If you want one story, that's the perfect story to
Yes.
explain what Dale Bass, who he is.
Exactly. So, you've been on the independents for a while now.
8 months, well, 7 months now, 6 months maybe. We're getting there. We're getting there.
So, out of all those months, who are the talents that you want to work with in the future?
In the future. So last time I got that question, that was all the way back in March. And I think I mentioned Wesley Thomas. I think I mentioned Star Rider. I haven't wrestled Star Rider, so Star Rider would be one that I would really want to work with.
Max Steele's here, and he's got a grumpy face.
Yes, I would
Not
understand
funny,
that.
he says.
Max
No.
Steel would have been another one, but I wrestled Max Steel.
Max,
So-
you're right. It's not funny, but it's funny to tell. I'm sorry. It's a funny story. I'm sorry.
I think we'll be telling that like 10 years from now.
I
Like,
know.
remember that time Dale Bass just
I'm
said he
sorry,
was
Max.
Frank the Tank?
I love you, Max. I'm sorry.
That's
but
right.
it's
We
funny.
love you, Max.
Yeah, I'll say Star Rider, Pompano Joe. That would be one.
Good names.
I'll say the Prospector. That would be. I think that would be a good match. I guess we'll end it with one more. I don't know.
I'm thinking like Kevin Craven, Chris Crow,
Marty Clay.
Marty Clay,
I'm gonna go with Marty Clay.
Danny
Both-
Davis.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Marty Clay at the end. So I'll say Prospector, Star Rider, Pompano Joe, and Marty Clay.
There you
I
go.
think that's a good amount for now, and let's see if I wrestle those in the next 6 months, and then
Sure
I'll
is.
re-answer the question again.
sir.
That's
Yes,
right,
sir.
because you still got a long future ahead of you inside the business. It's been this long, 20 matches in. You're just going to keep on getting better, and you still got NWF that you're working for. You still got KWF that you're working for. There are other companies that should be looking at you and saying, I want this guy on my brand.
Yeah. So for right now, what I'm trying to do is stay with the NWF as much as possible for my Saturdays.
That's smart.
That's for a good year, hopefully, and then hopefully start expanding out past West Virginia, past Indiana, going to like Missouri, going into Florida, going into Georgia. I think I'm gonna start doing that here in the next year or two, where slowly start expanding out.
That's a hell of a name, too. Tell me what inspired you to have the name Michael Montana.
Ooh, so Michael is my real name.
Yep.
So that makes it a lot easier when I introduce
Yep.
myself. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Michael. There you go.
There you go.
Easy. But the name Montana comes from a lot of different things. For one, when I used to play those pro wrestling video games with like
Yeah.
WWE, I would make my character, and they didn't have my last name because it's super long. So they always had Montana. As a kid, I always chose, Michael Montana. That's a good ring to it, And then I know Tony Montana from Scarface.
Yeah.
That's another one. Or Joe Montana from
Yep.
the 49ers. So those are my usual.
Hold on, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt. What is your age?
24.
You're 24, but you're throwing some callback names.
Yeah.
Since I've walked, you threw in Mr. Perfect when I first came in.
Mm-hmm.
You're throwing in Joe Montana. You are a man of your history.
Yeah, I got a degree in history.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I got a history degree to teach history in high school.
There you go, man.
So
that explains it. There you go.
it makes it perfect sense. I mean, most of the wrestling I watched when I was a kid was 80s and 90s.
Okay.
I barely watched a whole lot. Like I got into the Attitude Era and then into the Aggression. But after PG era, I went back to the 90s watching, Chino Santana,
Oh, hell yeah, man.
That's the wrestling that I like to watch.
That's what I grew up in. Hell yeah, man.
It's the good stuff right there, in my opinion.
So, what was your introduction into wrestling? Were your parents watching? Older siblings watching? Was it in your household? How did you discover professional wrestling?
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, it's my dad watching when he was a kid, and
Okay.
his dad watching when he was a kid.
Nice.
So I kind of just was born with it, where
Nice.
that's all I knew. That was the number one thing I watched, the number thing I still watch today. So
Hell
it
yeah.
it never went away for me. But the word Montana also, I think, if I was like, for example, with a girl, I would name myself Montana.
Yeah.
As well, so it kind of works together, blend it together. So,
Nice.
so that's where it comes from, honestly.
Nice.
Tony Montana, Joe Montana, and
A random name on
I think-
WWE that you
yeah.
had to come up with.
come up with. There you go. And that's all. That's how it worked out.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
That's the
nice.
best way of doing it, though, because you drew inspiration from that. And you brought that to the real life.
Yep.
It wasn't yet just a video game character now. It's now Michael Montana.
For real. Yeah. A little different than I was expecting whenever I was making my character, but
Yeah.
here I am
That's
right now.
right.
That's all that matters.
It paid off.
And your gimmick is basically inspired by different factors.
Yeah, there is so many different things that get for Michael Montana. It's just too many to count.
Yeah.
It goes all the way to Japanese women wrestling in the 90s to
Nice.
Mr. Perfect to Shawn Michaels, Sensational Sherry. I get a little bit of everybody. Like the glitter comes from Sensational Sherry.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Hell yeah.
it's
That's
a little
the way
bit
to
of
do
everything. Yeah, it's the things I like, and I just put them together, and I'm like, all right, this is my character now.
And that's how Michael Montana, the character, has become the best that there is right now.
Oh,
I'm telling you, right now, I feel like
Up and comer.
a year from now, we could be seeing that Michael Montana has been a champion across the board, has accomplished tag team gold, probably held Intercontinental gold. Who
Maybe.
knows?
maybe anything possible. Put mind to
Exactly.
it. Yeah. I mean, I would love that, but I go with the flow, and we'll see where it ends up. I mean,
That's right.
I wasn't expecting to be on 3 podcasts in my first 6 months, so I'm here now,
Hey,
and
the
I'm
reason-
going with it. You know what I'm
The
saying?
reason why you're on a podcast for these 3 months is because you proved that you're one of the best. You may be still young to the business. You may still be 20 matches in, but through those 20 matches, you have improved greatly from what you was when you first started out.
And me personally, I'm going to attribute a lot of that into knowing your history. Like a lot of these kids, they don't want to look back at what the old guys did in the
Yep.
80s and early 90s.
Yep.
They only worry about what's going on now and want to do what's going on now.
Yeah, and
And you're less than a year into the game, and you're rising exponentially.
I'll take
And
it.
I personally attribute that to your history knowledge.
Yeah, I think you could be right because, when I was talking to Roger Ruffin and Wildcat Chris Harris and the NWF, like one of the first questions they asked is like, "Who's your favorites?" And I'm like, "Ricky the Dragon Steamboat,"
Hell yeah.
So my arm drag isn't like his, but I wanted a unique arm drag, so I have a unique arm drag because I wanted it from Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Like Brian Pillman, Raven, those
Hell
Mr.
yeah.
Perfect, Shawn Michaels. Those are my top 5 right there.
And you
Hell
study
yeah.
the tapes.
Yeah, all day.
That's
I don't
something
meet
that-
I don't meet too many other Raven fans.
Yeah.
I love the shit out of Raven
That's just my go-to. ECW right there. It's
too. Yes. sir.
Damn,
Yeah,
Skippy it is.
Man, I just get into it. But yeah, those are my tops, and that's why I think besides Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, all of them are heels.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
It kind of goes with my character. I'm like, that's what I want right there. It's
That's right.
Blend them all together.
I have noticed that ever since I got into the wrestling game, the only characters I like are all heels.
Yeah,
Every single one of them.
every single one of them. It's,
Other than Death World Order.
okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Everything else, everyone else I've been like, oh my gosh, yes, I love that person. Heel.
I just feel like being a heel, you just have way more freedom.
You do.
You do.
You just really
yeah.
do. You got.
I think people in my age, we got trapped into the baby face because we grew up with Hogan.
Yeah.
So I think we got trapped into liking the baby faces and
Yeah,
being conditioned.
Which sucks
So-
for you, but
So it does. You younger kids have a lot more there's a lot more tweeners and a lot ever since Stone Cold, the bad guy.
The anti-hero, yeah, 100%. You're 100%
So-
right. Yeah, it's a good thing and a bad thing. I would say at the same time.
Right.
Now you got to work extra hard as a baby face to really
Exactly,
get them
you really
pops.
do.
So
That's right.
John Cena and Cody Rhodes are the only two I can really think of out of the past 20 years.
as a pure baby
Pure
face,
white meat baby
Yeah.
face that really done it.
yeah. But when you go to the 80s and 90s, you can name 15.
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah.
Easily, top of your head. But yeah. Oh, well, look at that. We're bringing up Raven.
Yep.
Oh, look at
yeah,
that.
they're gonna have to explain it to me because I have no clue. Who it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Raven.
I figured out that much. Thank you, Theo.
I have so similar.
His
I was so distracted watching Raven. I didn't hear the sass that was going over there.
Oh,
Yep,
that's
see-
my whole personality.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right there could
Don't-
be a heel right there. That's
Oh, we already figured that out.
She's a natural born heel.
Oh, we got
Yay!
Crazy Carl tuning in.
Crazy Carl. There you go. That's another name to look out for.
Okay, continue
So,
with what you were saying.
Raven, he's a tortured soul.
Yeah.
He was picked on in high school. He was ridiculed, cast out. So, he became a dark person, He became a very dark person. But then it turns out he comes from a very rich
Oh, that's
that.
Thursday.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. That ruined Raven. That didn't cover BCW.
Hey, I agree.
I know,
That's
I
bullshit what WCW pulled
That's-
because when they had him being a preppy, I was like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, I know. When I saw that when I was 12 on WWE Network, I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm so angry right now.
Yeah, because he spent most of his time in ECW building up this character. This character was basically also took a little inspiration from Nirvana itself.
Yes,
and the
100%.
grunge scene.
Yeah, and being a nihilist too, like a
Exactly.
modern
Yes.
nihilist.
Well, yeah.
And he also was quoting the Raven.
Before
The
WCW ruined him, he was a brooding soul. And when they brought in this guy Tommy Dreamer, it came out that Tommy Dreamer and Raven went to high school together. Dreamer was the typical jock. He was the one that picked on Raven the most. So they had a feud going on, and they threw some girls in there. This is my girlfriend, but I took your girlfriend.
And I think someone got crucifixed in
Yeah.
between.
Sandman did. ECW got in a lot of trouble for that crucifixion that Raven
they
did
get
to
a lot of
Sandman.
trouble. Kurt Angle got pissed. That was the trouble they
That-
got into.
I mean, they did actually get in trouble with more than that
Kurt
too.
Angle got pissed. That was the trouble they got into.
Come on, Big Beard, Kurt Angle could
That
be
was the-
pissed
Look, the trouble they got into was Kurt Angle got pissed and went to WWF
to drink some milk
and drank some milk.
Yeah.
and to say history.
There's no crucifix here. Ain't get me.
But here's the thing,
We didn't do a
though.
crucifix. We just tied a guy to the Undertaker symbol.
Here's the thing.
That's different. That's different.
It's different. All
I'll
right?
tell you how it's different. We don't use barbed wire like they
Yeah,
did.
we didn't. Okay, so instead of a crown of thorns, they had a crown
God.
of barbed wire around the guy's head.
It was a wild scene. It was great.
Yes.
That really got me into Raven right there. I was like,
right.
you got
Okay, so
same
is
hair
all
as
this
me,
also
I'll
going to
take
be
that.
part of my test, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn it! I'm
Yeah.
so tired
That's
of this.
right.
See, you gotta brush up on ECW.
Brush up! I don't know nothing. What the fuck?
That's why you gotta brush up.
You'll learn.
You'll be all right. That'll be also on the exam
She
later.
wasn't allowed to watch wrestling as a kid, so
Yeah.
she's just now getting introduced.
Yeah,
so.
she was telling
No,
me
I got a
about
test
that.
at the end of this month, and I don't
The
even know what I'm
intern
doing.
will listen.
It'll be okay.
She's got to know what Austin 316 says. and-
See, that's easy. You know.
Wait, isn't that when I beat your ass or some shit?
See, there you go.
Hey, it's close. I'll whip your ass.
There you go. It was close.
I'll give
See.
you points for it.
Yeah, I'll give you half a point.
And you see, Raven was doing something that hadn't been done before. That whole crucifix thing that happened, that's never been done before
And
or
he-
after.
He led like a cult-like group.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
I think-
and it was like all like
Raven's
modern
flock.
around the grunge era, the 1990s
Yep.
grunge era.
And we will not speak up the time that WCW decided that they were going to, hey, you know what? We're going to have Canyon expose him as being this preppy boy that was just using the grunge and the identity, the
Yeah, we don't.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we don't. need to go into
That's a tier right there coming up.
That never happened, though.
WCW
That is
ruined a
AI.
lot of things,
AI,
and that
there
was
you
one
go.
of them.
Because the real Raven,
right
to me, was from ECW and maybe from the first half of WCW.
WCW when he had the flock.
Yes, because
Yeah.
after the flock thing is when we start to see them starting to try to mess with the character.
After
and
that little Saturn storyline,
Yes,
he was
yeah.
in the flock, but not in the flock.
and they
Yeah,
had no
before it.
actual plan for that Saturn storyline is what
no,
they did.
No, they
You
didn't.
could tell, obviously, 100%.
No, Eric Bischoff was so. He was so against the Raven character. He didn't understand it. He didn't understand the grunge movement, so he had no interest in it.
Yeah, which that's
That's
makes me so
right.
sad. But yeah, no, the Ravens flock. That's one thing that I want to add in my character, is having my little
Yes.
cult thing.
Nice.
I feel like that would go well with the Montana.
That's right.
thing. So that's one of the biggest things, was that he had very similar hair as me.
Yep.
And then I liked the character, and then the whole flock thing was my three things I want to add to the Montana characters.
Hell yeah. I think you could pull it off.
As long as you have a Loki character that brings the signs out, you'll do great.
We'll be great.
Yes.
We're ready.
That's right.
We need more stables where a guy just comes out with his own sign. We don't have that anymore.
Yeah, we need to bring it back.
We
good
do.
good old days.
What were your thoughts on this man here, Terry Funk?
One of the greatest of all
Yeah.
time. I don't know what else to say that someone hasn't said before. You know, like
That's
just
another
the
guy
GOAT.
you need to brush
He's
up
the
on.
greatest
He
of-
wrestled till he was 100.
How do you brush up
He
on
was-
something that you don't know anything about?
He
You
wrestled-
make no sense.
He wrestled till he was
I'll teach you.
197 years old.
We're brushing up right now. Look, it's Terry Funk.
That's right. This is brushing up. You're getting to see Terry Funk.
It seems like he lost an ear. He probably
Yep.
did.
But not to be confused with Mick Foley, who did lose the ear in Germany.
that will also be on the exam. So
What the fuck did you become involved in the exam? Damn.
The history teacher. That's
That's right.
It
History
kind of
teacher.
came out naturally right there. Like that's also
That's
going to
right.
be the exam.
I mean, she did walk into that one. You are a history teacher.
I was a history teacher. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you still got the Mr. Perfect, the Bret Hart, the Shawn Michaels knowledge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still history.
That's all right there.
You can still teach people. You're still a history teacher.
Yeah, that's true. I really like history, but the teaching part, teaching kids, was the
That's
part that I
right,
didn't like.
Cameron.
That was the thing that I hated so much.
Oh yeah, Cactus Jack also came out with the crucifixion angle as well.
That's right. That's right. he
see,
did.
Raven wasn't the only one.
Yep.
No, he was like I said. He was just because Kurt Angle got so pissed off. That's why he got so much publicity.
That is true. I would agree.
Exactly.
Oh man.
But yeah, Raven had some of the best promos out there, man.
Oh man, we're just gonna be watching ECW. This is the greatest podcast of all
Always-
time.
Yeah.
We just go
Oh,
watch
this is what we
ECW.
do all the time. Every time.
Yeah.
We always have something playing in the background, and most of the time, I have to look over at someone and be like, "Yo, explain what the fuck."
What, this will also be on the exam.
Yeah.
No,
Now you'll be like, will
no
that be
more
on the
exams.
exam? Will that be on the exam?
This is
I
Joey
just
Styles.
graduated. Can I have a year? Damn.
All right, this is Joey Styles
Great.
of ECW.
Oh my God.
He's one of
Okay.
the greatest.
Most wrestling companies run a 2-man commentary booth. Some run a 3-man commentary booth. Joey Styles was a 1-man
Real quick.
commentary booth.
Crazy Carl wants to say pigeons are not real.
Oh,
Crazy
God.
Carl, I don't believe you're real.
Whoa, we're getting philosophical here.
How
We're gonna
did
get in
pigeons
that.
get involved
what,
in this?
what is life like?
When you're
not
Crazy
real, am I
Carl,
real?
anything is not real.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this is Raven. This was at the height of ECW's popularity.
Yeah. That's also where I stole my, not stole, but got inspiration for my thing. Where
Yeah.
I do my little peacock is the Raven, and I just add the my little yoga pose.
Nice.
That's where it comes from.
That's
I mean,
a good
that-
inspiration too.
That's where, the best wrestlers, that's what they do. They take a little bit from this guy, a little bit from that guy, and make it their own.
Yep, 100%.
And the biggest culprit to do that is Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
his whole ear pose he stole from somebody. The feathered boa he stole from
Superstar
Jesse
Billy Graham.
Ventura.
Yeah.
Superstar was doing it as well.
And you know
somebody
what?
was
Jesse,
doing
Posing. he
Jesse
stole-
actually Jesse Ventura stole from Jesse, but the body. Stole from Superstar Billy Graham as well.
Yeah, I mean everybody steals from everybody, so don't be afraid of it. Don't be ashamed of it.
That's right.
Just do it justice.
Yeah, usually half the time when I'm doing something, I don't even realize that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's where I got it. There's like, because I'll be doing
Exactly.
something, I'm like, why am I doing? Oh, I stole that from Shawn Michaels. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I just,
But as long as you do it good and do it justice, to where you make it your own, and the audience can't quite pick up on it. Oh, he's just doing Shawn Michaels.
yeah,
Then it's all fine and good.
yeah, 100%. You just got to make it your own. And
We've also got
Don't
Millwood
be
Jimmy
the fake
watching.
Razor and be the fake Diesel. Just don't do that.
yeah, and try to get away with it.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Exactly. I mean, fake Diesel and fake Ramon was so outrageous that you can kind of forgive it, but at the same time, it was like a slap to the face because you knew
You
that
can't
wasn't
forgive it.
him.
That's just fucking Vince stroking his ego.
Yeah, he
Yep.
couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle it.
I also could not handle what they did with Jim Ross, having him be the guy that introduced them.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I forgot,
Yeah.
I forgot that they introduced him like that.
That's the only way that those characters ever came back to the TV was having Jim Ross being all heel and sitting his booth in front of the other Raw announce table and him talking all this smack, and then out comes the fake Razor Ramon and fake Diesel, and he's acting like with his chest that they are the true genuine article.
Yeah, 1995 WWF right
Yep.
there. That is not good.
It was not.
Peak, baby, peak.
No. The
peak
peak.
What do you
Wrestling.
mean? You know what it is?
94, 95 WWF. That is peak
Yeah,
wrestling,
you got,
baby.
you got like a janitor
That's
wrestling.
when.
You got a
That's
hockey
when.
player.
No, that's when the Comet Kid, aka Max Moon, debuted.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
When did Repo Man debut? Was that close
that
around
was
there?
like 93.
Oh,
Yeah.
right
Oh.
before the peak.
92,
Dang it.
93.
And what's funny is that he was first part of Demolition and then relegated to Repo Man. Repo Man.
Repo.
No, I'll get it.
I listened to that theme song like nonstop for like 2 years straight because it is pretty catchy.
It is.
It's very catchy.
Especially because they want to get this new character over, so this theme song had to definitely be as catchy as it was. Otherwise, you're not going to want to look at this guy.
At all. I mean, it makes sense.
I want to say I saw the Repo Man wrestle Big Boss Man in 92. It was either 92 or 93.
92, 93. So Repo Man was right at the start of the next generation.
Yeah.
Okay. Or the new generation.
Cole County Crusher said, I'm with you on that. Everyone takes from everything, but I'm 100% authentic. Outside of some of the moves I was happy to be able to discover something that hasn't been done before in the wrestling business, which is true.
100.
Sometimes you can.
Hold on. Cole County is used. Crusher is used. Your whole name is used. How are you 100% authentic? Come on, brother. If you're gonna use, just acknowledge that you use. It's okay.
Yeah.
Hop off of him!
No,
Yes!
I'm just calling a spade a spade. I'm just calling a spade a
Hop off
spade.
of him! Damn
Just
it!
calling a spade a spade.
I got
brother.
my reasons for defending him. Hop off!
Hey,
You
Cole
have a
County
good night,
Crusher,
too.
you know it's nothing but
I know,
love.
I know.
It's nothing but love, brother. But your whole name is used.
I ain't going to add anything else to that.
But it's all about finding what works in the wrestling business. Raven found his because, remember, before he was Raven, he was
Oh,
Flamingo.
The greatest manager of all time.
Yeah.
Right there.
Polo, baby.
Oh man, when I saw, so I knew Raven for like most of my life, and then when I was like 17 or 16, I was going back and I'm like, all right, where did he come from?
Yeah.
And I saw that, and I'm like,
Johnny Polo, baby.
Johnny Polo. And I think one of the reasons why when Raven came back to the WWF in 2001, Vince McMahon always saw was Polo. He did not see Raven at all.
True.
He was just like, who's this guy?
Oh, he's even quoted as saying, "Who hired back Johnny Polo?"
Oh, yeah, see, there you go. It makes perfect sense. It makes 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
exactly.
Vince.
Glenn, glad you made it home safe, buddy.
That's right, Glenn. Glad you made it home safe, brother. But yeah, that's basically.
McGillicuddy, man. I had the biggest. I bought a wrestling magazine. It had her and the Pitbulls featured in her, and man, I had a fucking crush ever since.
Admit
Man.
it, Big Beard. You did lots of dirty things that magazine.
Oh,
That-
no,
I
don't
not
wanna
on
know
the
that.
podcast.
That
wanna know
magazine
that.
had seen better days. I'm
Damn,
telling you.
shut
Okay.
No!
He said, Cole County Crush said, who used the name Cole County in their wrestling gimmick? Also, how many coal miners have been in the wrestling business? It's all love,
hold on,
brother.
hold on. It's
I
not-
just want to find this out for myself.
No, it's okay. You might be the first person to use the name Cole County in your name, but the usage of Cole County is not the original. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He also
as
said,
coal miner. I don't know if it's coal specifically.
I know a
But we
few
do have
different
a
miners.
prospector. We do have a prospector in the league. See, I don't know.
we do.
I don't know if he's gold or silver or coal specifically, but you know he does prospecting around with a pickaxe, so he might do some coal mining. I don't know.
Yeah, see, there you go.
That's right. And right now we got
But
Raven
like I
up
said,
there.
There's nothing but love, bro. There's nothing but love, Mr.
That's right. Nothing but love. Raven was definitely ahead of his time with this grunge gimmick because no one else could do it like he did.
No, look,
Oh,
this,
not at
this
all.
was original Ravens flock right here.
And it's 240p, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Clearly, dude.
Great high definition.
It is high definition.
This is the greatest film work I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So grainy, so beautiful, so
You can count each
yes.
pixel by
Yes,
hand.
you can. It's so beautiful. I mean, you can even tell what's being said on that sign.
Yeah.
You just got to count the pixels to read it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, this is horrible.
Well, I mean, back in the day, like, to even get, my dad had to like use a different TV and had to like move the antenna a little bit at like 1 o'clock at night just to get ECW to work. Yeah, so
I was born in 2007. I never had to deal with any of that.
trust me, I was born in 2000. I don't deal with any of that
That might
either.
have been the first blow-up doll I've ever seen in my life.
Cole County Crusher said, the prospector
And
is a
you're
good
like, I
dude,
gotta
but
go
I
buy
may have
one.
started before he did, brother.
I'll give you that. I don't know when you started. I don't know when Wes Barker started. I don't know these facts off the top of my hand. The Wrestling Encyclopedia is not here with us tonight.
That is true.
Please
He
don't
is.
call that man back in here. I cannot today.
He'll know everything. He knows everything. Then and then some.
Well, here's the thing, right? He's the wrestling encyclopedia. I'm his daughter and still don't know shit. Make that make sense, Sean.
Well, you gotta study for the exam.
Yes, that's true. She still got to study for exam because so much wrestling knowledge that you got to learn. Because even more so, it's not just the wrestling that you're gonna be learning. You got to learn the ins and outs, everything that you didn't think that you'd have to learn inside the ring.
Oh yeah, you gotta know
So many little
yeah,
things.
human psychology. You need to learn how to do storytelling. You need to know how to do a whole lot of different things
Yes,
when you get
sir.
into that ring. It's not just we do a bunch of moves and that's how we do it.
That's right.
There's a lot of thinking when it comes to that. It's the only sport where we kind of don't know. There's not a, like, for example, with hockey, how do you get better? Score more goals.
Yeah.
In pro wrestling, how do you get good? You can go the route of be really good in the ring, or you can go the route where you can have a character that you can believe in, like Raven or
Yeah.
Brian Pillman, you know, or you can go in the route being great on the mic and not, you know, and so there's a whole many different avenues when it compares to an actual sport like, you know, hockey or football or so and so. It's all numbers.
That's
In pro
right.
wrestling, it's all about feel.
Damn
There's a
straight.
feel.
Same thing with referees. They're not just out there to count the pins. They're having to do everything that a lot of people wouldn't be thinking.
No, not at all. I did not know any of that whenever I first started the business, and I'm like, whoa, there's a whole lot of thinking compared to amateur wrestling.
That's right.
That's
So I don't know if you've answered this already, but who trained you? Who did you train under?
yeah. So Roger Ruffin and Wildcat
Oh,
Chris
nice.
Harris over
Nice.
in the NWF. So
Great
that's-
coaches, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've been,
So I mean, yeah, it all makes sense. You know, you've learned your history. You've learned under some great coaches, so all the pieces are starting to fit into place.
it's gonna been why I'm
Yeah.
writing up so much. Yeah, I mean, and it's also all I want to do. So it's
Cole
I
County
live, breathe, and
Crusher.
everything.
Cole County Crusher said, "It's all good, brother. Nothing but love. We learn something new every day, like the fact that I've just noticed those taped up looking Bubba Ray Dudley glasses you've got on."
Oh yeah, so
Yeah, well,
How did you just now realize that?
it's okay. You know, I don't always face the camera. Sometimes I'm facing this way. They don't always notice it. It's okay. Cole County Crusher might not be aware that I am Big Beard Dudley, cousin of the Dudley brothers.
That's right. That's right.
But yes, we do learn something new every day. If you're not learning, what are you doing? You know.
Exactly.
You should be learning something new every day, and I'm learning something new about you, Cole County Crusher, and that's what we're here for.
it is.
That's
Look at
right.
that. Look at that. That he learned something new and you learned something new.
Right.
There you go.
Exactly, and that's what it's all about inside the wrestling business, because you got to learn.
Yep.
It's not all about the moves, it's not all about the flashiness. You got to know the ins and outs, because if you go in there half-cocked, you're not going to have people loving you, because you got to know what the people's going to gravitate to.
Yeah.
You got to know that stuff.
And also, like, you got to also just try things when you're out there, you know.
That's right.
When I first debuted, I wore a leather jacket that was colorful, and then I wore glasses to the ring. I don't do any of that anymore. Now I wear, you know, kimonos and, you know, a bow in my hair and glitter on my face and, you know, mascara. Like, it's a whole, like, whatever works, you know. And I
That's
come
right.
out with a wand that I sell over in the NWF.
That's right.
All right, it's working. And then if something doesn't work, you stop doing it. I used to wear a giant bow whenever I went out. I
Yeah.
didn't like it, so I stopped doing
There
it.
you go.
Exactly, because that's what you have to do. If the fans don't like it and you definitely ain't feeling it, you
doing
change up.
Yeah, you stop doing it. Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
And I feel like those first few years when you get into the business is just feeling things out and feeling your character and feeling how the fans react to you, and you go from there. That's the most simple thing to do.
Johnny, can you read the new comment right there, please?
I was just about to.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh.
See, we learn something new every day. I've been told that the minute we think that we know everything in the business is the minute we should leave it. That's true,
Damn
Cole County.
Skippy. That's great words right there, brother. Yes, sir.
Very smart, yeah. No, I will never stop learning. I'll
That's
be learning
very true.
Until 70, 80 years old.
That's right.
Right.
It's very true because you could basically be a well-experienced person, but you should never think that you already know everything there is to the wrestling business because one day you'll be tested.
Yeah.
And when you get tested, you're going to feel immeasurably because what you think you know isn't what someone else going to know because there's different melting pots to the wrestling business,
And another
different
thing-
ways of thinking.
100%.
And another thing is, as we've learned by now, this business is always changing, always evolving. So there's always something new to learn.
Yep.
So yeah, like Cole Carson, you the minute you stop learning is the minute you should stop being in this business because it's gonna progress without you.
Yep, 100%. And there's been quite a few wrestlers I can think of in my head where they kind of went to the wayside because they thought they knew everything, and
That's
they kind
right.
of just went to the sidelines.
Well, I mean, when
sad.
McMahon started taking over, everyone's like, "No, we'll just do it the old way.
And
Forget McMahon's new way." They're
And
no
I-
longer here, and the
yeah.
only person to take McMahon out was himself.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That is true. Or old age, or like, that got them.
And even
It's everyone.
veterans need to understand that they think that they know it all, but they need to understand that they're not going to know everything
Yeah,
because you're never too old to learn.
never.
Cocaine Crush said, speaking of tests, tell that intern to study up because it seems to me that she's got a lot of history to learn.
Oh man, she's got it all to learn.
Yeah,
You sucking
That's
shit,
right.
Crusher.
Look, we're talking from Lou Thez to Daniel Bryanson. She needs to learn.
yeah, that's
Crazy how I'm just that intern right now. That's crazy.
Yeah. Got all
Well,
the
you're
territories, too.
Emili Rose, but you're the intern, and the intern must always be ready to learn on the fly because you're studying tape right now.
Like I said, the first rule in wrestling is shut up and listen.
What you think I've been doing? I've been barely talking.
You're smart.
That's good.
She's
No,
smart.
No,
I
no,
didn't
good
say
job.
you weren't. I never said you weren't.
Goodness
I'm just
deal.
saying. I'm just saying. Just sit back and absorb it all, and you'll eventually learn. I mean, you're just like him. You're new into this game.
Yeah, except I'm.
All right, but he spent his childhood.
I was gonna say at least he
He
grew up
spent his
watching
childhood
shit.
Yeah.
learning. He watched, and even as when he got into his teenage years, he went back and learned his history. This is what we got to do with you. We got to go back and we got to teach you your history. That's all.
You just gotta
Don't get too excited that you don't know it just yet, because you will.
Eventually.
All right, it's like me when I first started mowing grass. I didn't know how to run a mower.
I cut my hand off.
That's right.
Just about damn broke my leg. Ain't gonna lie.
I don't want to mention that, but it happened.
But hey, it happens.
happens. We learned.
Especially whenever you first start outside wrestling business, you want to try out a new move. Just make sure that you're not trying out a new move that could break your leg or break your arm because these things can happen.
Yep.
Wrestling ain't ballet.
No, not at all. So since I've been in the business, I've gotten 2 injuries. I have partially tore my LCL. Right before my Fight for the Future show.
Yeah.
So like 2 days beforehand.
Oh, shit.
They're like, man, are you even gonna be? I'm not able to walk.
Right.
So I took a bunch of painkillers, and I taped that baby up, and I wrestled a match, and it was probably one of my favorite matches. Was one-legged, still doing German suplexes, and I'm like,
Hell yeah.
I can't walk.
I'm surprised you didn't need surgery after that, man.
We got lucky. It was a partial tear from the thing. So stage.
Cocaine Crusher said another one is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes, sir. I live by those fucking words right there.
Dang right. And then the other injury that I got was I dislocated my shoulder, partially dislocated. Didn't know about it for 2 months.
Oh,
so it was
okay.
dislocated for 2 months without me realizing. Still working out, doing all my German suplexes, and one day when I was reaching out back for something, it just popped back in place, and I'm like, "Oh, that's the first time I ever felt that before."
Oh, damn.
All right, I like this. This is great. Yeah, so I had 2 months with a partial dislocation. They're now better. We're good. I still wear a brace under my tights and everything, but yeah.
Nice.
In 6 months, I'm already wrestling injured the entire time. And everything.
Exactly. That shows that you want it though, because
wrestlers are just on a whole nother level. I mean, you just hear these stories, you know.
Yep.
Taz breaks his neck and walks
Yep.
into the fucking hospital. You know,
That's-
like.
I mean, that adrenaline pop, like, going, like, for me, I'm just like, all right, what's the match? All right, we'll wrestle it. All right, I'll tape it up, take some painkillers, I'll be all right, coach.
And you wrestlers are on a whole nother level when it comes to that.
It's just
That's
all
right.
you want to do. It hurts us more staying out of it than actually being in there. You know, like the injuries. You know, it hurt, but the mental, like when you're not being in the ring, it sucks.
plus it
true
shows that
passion.
you want it.
Yep.
Because most wrestlers that I have seen, like Sin Cara from 2011, sprains his finger and calls off the match immediately.
Yeah, I saw that live when I was a kid. Yeah,
Nice.
That was something.
Yeah, it was, because
Watch, he's gonna hit him with the side.
it's Mystico that's playing Sin Cara, and he sprains his finger, and the only thing he could do is to call for the match to be over. But there was other wrestlers that sprained their finger, and they continued the match like it was nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it will happen. I'll probably sprain my fingers or whatever. I'm just like, all right, well, that sucks. I'm not having a good time right now.
Yep, but you'll switch hands and to prevent further injury and just show they're a good hand that isn't injured.
Yeah, exactly. You just go with the flow.
Yep, you got to adapt.
You gotta adapt. I mean,
Cole County
that's-
Crusher said, I tore my bicep one time when I clean and pressed a human being from the mat over my head. Injuries are always happening, and you must always be prepared for it. Innovate so that you can still make money from merch or something else while you're on the shelf, so you're not ever stagnant. That's right.
Yeah, 100% true. I mean, I don't think I actually took a break with my partially tore LCL, so there was a good while that I couldn't walk properly, and I was like scared. I'm like, that might need surgery, like, because when I first debuted, they wanted me to be somewhat like Seth Rollins, and I'm like, okay, I'll be someone like Seth Rollins. That's when they first like give me a picture of an idea of what Montana should be. I now change a lot from that,
Smart.
but he tore his LCL, ACL, MCL from that King match or whatever, that dark match.
Yeah.
And then watching it basically almost 1-to-1 of what happened to my knee. It just gave out for no reason from the basic move, and it just gives out on you. And that's what happened. I was training and popped, and I'm like, oh, crap. And I was icing it up. And I mean, it still has not been the same since then. And I can't, like, get on both knees correctly, but we're just moving along. It works now. It works great. I can run, and that's all I care about.
And Omega D just told Cole County Crusher, stop crying.
We got some heat going on in our comment section.
Remember, Omega D has turned vicious because he just attacked Cash Atkins. I guess he blames him for why he lost his EWA championship. Ooh. Now he's coming here and he's saying, stop crying, Cole. Dang right. It happens though, but when you're a heel, basically you do what you do.
Yeah,
Omega's got a new attitude, you know. That's dangerous.
Yeah,
that man, he's a bad man. You give him a bad attitude, that's
That's another match that would be good. You versus Omega D.
That would be cool. I'll wait for that anytime.
Hell yeah! But you made the right choice.
Spicoli, baby.
You made the right choice in changing who Michael Montana was, because they want your Michael Montana to be how they want it. That's not how you want it.
Yep.
So you made sure that he fit what you saw.
Yep. I mean, it's just... And then for me, I mean, you don't really know 100% what your character is until you go out there and you're just like, I like that, I didn't like this, I like that, and I didn't like this, you know? Like, that's just like, I thought I was going to wear, like, all these type of hats and whatnot. I ain't doing that.
That's right.
No, not at all. You know, like, I might add things to my character, see how it goes, and if I like it, then we'll go from there. You know, so
it's all about experimenting and seeing what you and your character mesh well with. Because if you don't like it, then you're basically phoning in, which is what you would have been doing with that original concept of Michael Montana, because that wasn't your choice. That was someone else's.
Yep.
Now, you're finding what works for this character, what you like, and what is Michael Montana. That's the best way of being creative because you're trying out things. You're finding what you like, what you don't like, what you need to work on. That is why I say that you're going to be the future of the business.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a kid at a candy store almost when it comes to your character. Like when you don't have limitations, you can kind of just go with whatever you have in your mind. Because most of the stuff that I do in my character comes from dreams when I sleep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, glitter. I'm going to start doing glitter now. Like, you know, and then I understand, oh, I got that from Sensational Sherry. Like, I loved Sensational Sherry when I was a kid so much that I, like, blend Shawn Michaels and Sherry together. That's a lot of words.
That's smart.
A lot of S words.
A lot of S words, and it's just long, and I'm like, blah. But, yeah, no, it's just everything comes from daydreaming or when I'm sleeping at night and I write it down and I'm just like, all right, I'm going to do that. Like, for example, the finisher that I've been wanting to do is the Japanese cyclone suplex where you have him by the electric chair, you back bridge into a pin right there.
Yeah,
that's a good finishing idea too. No one's done it.
Toyota could do that, and
exactly.
I'm able to do it. I don't know if I can do it on someone like Frank the Tank or like
you
Max
might
Steel.
be able to. All it takes is trying.
Yeah, that is true.
Start doing some squats, you'll get there.
Yeah, I mean my hack squats. I can do 955 on the hack squat. So
oh well, then hell,
it might be okay. I mean, it just depends on my knee, and I tear my LCL again. It would be real bad.
But Cocaine Crusher just chimed in. He said, "Omega, I don't think we've ever stood across the ring from each other, but I'd always welcome the fight. So anytime, anywhere, you'll be letting so many punches in that you'll think you have a welcome mat tattooed on your forehead."
Well, before that, Omega D said he's born vicious. He just remembered who he was.
Well, I kind of figured that Omega would remember who he was because he is a badass. When I first saw him in KPW, Omega was kicking ass and taking names. He wore a mask then, though.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yep. Okay. But then he unmasked to unleash himself.
Well, it sounds like the pit bull is completely off the chain now.
That's right.
It's Jerry Lawler.
Yep, it's Jerry Lawler.
Yep.
This is during the time when WWF and ECW was working together.
This is when he takes a cane to Tommy Dreamer's nuts and turns them into the size of grapefruits.
Yep.
There you go, Robert Nam, Sabu, rest in peace.
Prayers go out to Jerry Lawler, who recently suffered a stroke.
Yeah, that's scaring me. That's like what, third one now? Second one?
Third one.
The one that we saw on live TV, though, fucks you up.
As a kid, rough.
Especially because it happens, the camera's watching, he walks and then falls down.
Over,
and you immediately knew that wasn't work.
Yeah, I mean, Michael, you just see it on Michael Cole's face. Just pure shock and uncomfortableness for sure.
That's right. And right now you're seeing all these guys from yesteryears past. Some guys
What's up, Isaac?
Hi, my love.
What's up, Isaac? But a chair just got thrown. You see that? That's classic ECW, though.
Yeah, right there. That's RVD. This is what I grew up with.
Hell yeah.
That's right. And also Sabu, the genocidal, homicidal, suicidal maniac.
Rest in peace there.
That's right. We lost him too damn soon.
Yeah, I had to watch quite a few Sabu matches whenever he had to pass away. Like, whenever a wrestler passed away, I always at least watch 3 matches that day.
Nice.
To pay respects or whatever.
That's right.
Like Sid Vicious or whatever. I had to watch a couple of Sid and HBK, a couple of those.
Which is good choices.
Yeah, no.
I got to see Sid versus Hulk when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. That's lucky you. I'm over here going through the WWE Network, or now it's Peacock or whatever, and I'm like, oh, this is the.
I grew up when WCW was still on that channel, and you'd flip back and forth, and it was a hell of a time because you had to make sure that you were catching everything because they were throwing everything at you, and you could have missed it at any moment's notice.
Yeah, they threw everything to the wall, but then after WCW went away, I mean, that's a certain amount of fans that just stopped watching wrestling.
Yeah.
They never went to WWF.
No, they preferred that older style.
Yep. that's why that's what I say that wrestling died was whenever WCW kind of was bought by Vince McMahon for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
when.
I mean, and WWE, WWF, whatever, they had to stop trying, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
that's 100%. Then they got to
you
start.
want to watch wrestling, you watch us or nothing else.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
So,
And then you start seeing the rise of like the independents, I would say, in the early to mid 2000s, like with Ring of Honor.
yeah.
You know, I think New Japan was getting real big in the later years, in 2000s, 2010s.
Yep. And they had some great talent that started showing up here recently inside the modern era.
Yeah.
But AEW kind of killed their biggest star, Okada, because now that he's in AEW, he's not the star that he was when you first saw him back 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
It's like once they got their hands on him, he's just Okada there now.
Yeah, I can understand that. Kind of like we were talking about Raven and
Yep.
WCW. It's just things happen, and sometimes it's the promoter and the actual company's fault, and other times it's just how faith is sometimes.
That's right.
Oh, yes.
And right now we got Sandman beating the hell out of Sabu with the kendo stick. What's funny is that when you first saw Sandman before all this, no kendo stick.
Yep.
He didn't even have the beard swelling. He was playing a character that was not true to himself.
No, he was like a surfer bum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and then you kind of build up from there, where you sink or swim, and you
Yeah.
start getting that character, and then people are like, "Oh, we like that," and you're like, "Okay, I'm gonna keep doing it now."
Exactly.
You know, like I
And-
like it, you like it.
And it's like Tommy Dreamer's character. His character didn't start out how it was. It took getting kendo stick several times for him saying, "I like it. Give me some more, sir.
Yeah.
Please."
And then
For him to become the heart of ECW.
right there, 100%, the good old underdog right there.
Like
When he-
that was all organic.
Yep. That's what I say when you have to go with the flow. Like,
Yep.
just like with the Montana character, you just go with the flow, figure out what you think works, and if it works, awesome. You know,
That's
gold.
right. If it don't, just move on and find
pretend-
something
pretend-
else.
Pretend it didn't happen. You're like, oh yeah, I used to wear glasses. No, what?
Ignore that ever happened
like-
because it didn't happen.
It never happened. Yep, 100%.
That's right, because you saw that did not work for you. And that was the smartest choice for the character. Because when you find something that does work for it, you keep it.
Yep.
If you don't, move on.
Move on.
Just ignore that ever happened.
Yep, 100%. I mean, I think I wore glasses for like maybe 3 matches, and then after that, I'm like, I don't like it. And then like I'll watch videos of myself, going in the ring, and I will study.
That's Taz.
Because a lot of people just study the
Originally
match
known
itself,
as-
which is important.
Yep.
But I kind of study
That's
the
gonna be
entire
on the
thing, like the entrance itself,
Yeah.
exiting the ring.
Yep. Because
how
you
I
got-
walk.
Taking this death test. I'll be absent that day.
You'll
We're
win.
giving you the answers.
Yeah, see,
You think I'm gonna remember all this
That's
shit,
your,
man?
that,
I'll help you. I'll make a cheat sheet for you.
what is that legal? I guess so.
well, I'm giving her the answer. I'm like, that's Taz.
Yeah, see, there it says.
Originally known as the Tasmaniac.
He likes super.
That's gonna be on the test.
Well, if you want to make a cheat sheet for him, you just write them down somewhere where the teacher would never notice.
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys realize-
We usually notice. We kind of don't care.
That's true.
And we're like, please just pass.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
want you to come back here next year and I have to deal with you again.
Yeah, right.
Do you
Yeah.
guys realize how much information you guys give me in one sitting, and then you're like, oh, remember this, it's gonna be on the test. Bro, I don't remember my first day here.
Well,
Well, that's why we record. So you go back and relook.
and then we
You know how many
Study.
hours we have of...
Yes.
We have
Oh,
a
it's called
1,000.
studying. It's called studying. See, now we know why you didn't graduate high school.
First of all, I did graduate.
I don't
I was
know.
the only person in my family to graduate, and I'm proud of that shit. Don't ever.
That's right.
Fuck.
Hey, me too.
all right, I'm not the only one.
Oh, I'm the first.
Yo, you're the first.
I'm the first. My
Isaac
mother
said-
did not graduate.
Congratulations.
Isaac said cheat sheets are always okay.
Isaac, you were homeschooled. Shut up. Your whole life was a cheat sheet.
Wow.
But yeah,
Henning?
No,
Yep.
that's Shane Douglas.
yep, Shane
And
Douglas.
It's really hard to see with the 5 pixels. I got really confused. I'm like, Kurt Hennig and Easy W right there? Okay. I thought he was.
He really did
WCW
kind of look like him
You know,
though.
this is the 450 HD, you know.
Yeah.
But he did kind of look like
A
Kurt
little
Hennig from
bit,
there.
Yeah. The only thing that was not wearing a singlet. The guy wasn't wearing a singlet. That's what caught me
Isaac
off
said
guard.
that was a low shot.
Aw, I'm your fiance. You should already know this, dummy. Shit, you live with me.
Dang and double dang.
So, Mr. Montana, what are some of your favorite matches of all time?
All right, I'll give you a few. Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect 91 SummerSlam.
Yes, that is my number one.
There
Yes,
you go.
thank
There you go. We'll take that. I think I watched it at least 15 times.
I used to have the tape. The rest,
The original 91 there.
Yes, I had the 91 SummerSlam tape.
Bret Hart removing Bret Hart removing the singlet basically. He's like wearing half of a singlet the whole
time.
British Bulldog versus Bret Hart SummerSlam 1990 or 92.
I think that was 92.
Maybe 92. It was whenever they were at the UK. Whenever
Wembley.
Wembley. Yeah. So it was 92 or 90, one of the ones. It was I don't know. It was before or after. It was for the Intercontinental.
Match ever.
Okay.
It was very important.
Bret Hart
Yes, I'm looking.
challenging for the Intercontinental title against Mr. Perfect. SummerSlam 1991.
Yeah.
The coach is in Mr. Perfect's corner.
That's right.
See, this is the wrestling right here that I always watch. I
Yeah.
still watch, even on my lunch break or nothing. Yep.
Hell
Gets out of the
yeah.
ring. That's why I get that get out of the ring. I like to get out of the ring. I'm like, all right, well, give me a second. He pulled my hair. He pulled my hair.
That gets your heat right
Yeah.
there.
That's the way to do it too.
Yeah, the
You're
ring.
learning from the past and you're
pander
using
to the
that.
crowd, he pulled my hair. He's a cheater. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
That's something that a lot of younger talent could be doing right now, is learning from the old school ways.
100%. I
And
just
look, complaining that Brett's pulling his hair,
and
but
now he
then
does
pulling
it.
Brett's
Yeah.
hair. Like,
Yeah.
that's how
Classic
you do
heel.
it.
Right there. Two.
But here's the
locked it
thing,
over.
because Bret Hart would years later become a heel.
Yeah.
But he'd only be a heel for America.
For America, and then in Canada he was a face, which
Yep.
worked so well.
It did.
Another one is a lot of Bret Hart matches. He's not in my top 5. He's my top 10. So, but Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 12, the Iron Man match.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's one when I used to be a sous chef at a restaurant.
Yeah.
I would put that match or one of these matches on my phone, and I'll cook food and I'll watch. But I would put that one on because it's an hour long,
Yeah,
and in my
right.
head I need an hour to go get my break. So
Nice.
I'll have that when that match is over, or almost is whenever they actually have to redo it to then get the pin.
Right.
I'm like, all right, that's my time to go get my break.
Hell yeah.
That's my third. I don't know why, but Survivor Series 2001, the winner takes all match. It's 5-on-5, whereas WWF and WWF's WCW.
Yeah.
Right.
But as a kid, I had that DVD and I played that nonstop. That Survivor Series, I know Tess and Edge, the Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys in the steel cage, and Jeff Hardy does the most stupidest thing and just jumps off the cage and not win. Great.
It is.
Like,
Trust me on
As a
that.
kid, I'm like, what are you doing? What? Oh.
You're on the cage.
You get
out.
down. Matt Hardy's telling him to get down, and he just, no, I'm just going to jump. And he
But
jumps
then-
and misses.
Yeah.
And then, yep. And then you got the 5-on-5, which was, I think, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, Booker T, RVD, and Shane McMahon versus Big Show, Kane, Undertaker, Chris Jericho, and The Rock.
That's
there you
right.
go, all
Good
10
one right
Yeah,
there.
it was.
Huh?
Oh yeah. It was.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
The only thing that would have made it better is if they actually had the top stars of WCW.
Oh yeah, trust me. I whenever as a kid when I was 4 or 5, I loved that little invasion angle. But now as I get older, I'm like, oh, it could have been so much more. It could have been so much more when they had Kevin
Yeah.
Nash and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but all those
Scott
guys
Hall,
were sitting at home collecting their contract. fucking-
which good for them.
Yeah.
That is very good for them because they were making that bank and not having to work.
Yeah, and on top of that, not having their characters get destroyed because of Vince McMahon's ego.
That's true.
DDP or
Oh
Raven.
man. I
Yeah.
can't believe what he did at DDP.
That son of a bitch
Yep.
made him a stalker. Instead
Raven,
of,
I feel like if anyone was gonna get the stalker, I think Raven would have worked with that.
Yes.
I think, in my opinion, DDP not at all. That was
No.
awful. That was
should have
awful.
did what DDP wanted. People's champ versus people's champ. Because remember, DP was people's champ before Rock was.
100%. Like, because I used to watch a lot more WWF when I was a kid before I started watching a lot more WCW. And the WCW I like to watch is early WCW, like late 80s, early 90s, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Ric Flair. Another one. Super Brawl 3, I think. Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. That's another one I go to all the time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Or Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Macho Man WrestleMania 3. There you go.
That's right.
That's 5. There's my 5. I'll be happy.
That is
I'll
great.
think of another 5, but
That's a great top 5 list right there.
A lot of similar people that are in there. Bret Hart and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
That's right. Hey,
Your top 5's not far off from my top 5.
Yeah, and at least you grew up with it. I had
exactly
search back into it.
and that's good
Right
because
here, tears the singlet right here.
Yeah.
Bam!
oh, he
Bam.
tore it off.
Yeah, tore it right off. He's like, dude, what the hell, man?
And Brett's like,
Yeah,
fuck
and
you.
he does the hand thing. He does the hand thing. See,
Yeah.
stole that from this story too. There
Hey,
you
that's
go.
perfect though,
Yep.
Hold on.
because that
Time
fits your
out.
character.
Hold on.
Yep. There you go.
He's trying.
Yeah, I've done basically every single heelish thing that Mr. Rick's done. Did a KWF.
Nice.
I did I
Nice.
pull hair. He would pull in my hair,
What?
so I pulled his hair.
What is old has become new again.
Damn,
Basically,
Skippy.
yeah. No, I
That
don't-
is a good term.
Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of flips. I do a lot more.
But you know, this era will teach you don't need to.
Not at all.
Even though that's what's popular nowadays, you don't need to. And go back to that match that Gunther and Cody had a couple months ago. That was an old school match.
Less is more works
Man.
better.
That was an A+ 5-star match. Not one flip.
Yeah.
Total old school.
Yeah, I felt like that match was way better than Cena and Rhodes at
Yes.
SummerSlam. I was getting angry on that screen. I'm like, all right, cool. I guess we're doing every finishing move times 10.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, well, what's the point of a finisher if it's not the finish?
Exactly.
I've been saying that for the last year.
Yeah, it's just like I understand doing that once in a great while. Then that builds like, holy, he kicked it out. But everyone kicks it out of it, then it's not a finisher. You know?
Exactly.
Right.
Like because I do the perfect plex as my other finisher, and no one kicked out of that.
Right.
So like, I mean, when we're in the pin,
When
we're
it
in the
works-
pin there.
That's
When it
right,
works
because
the
it needs
best-
to be a finisher.
Yeah.
When it works the best is when you try to steal your opponent's finisher, and your opponent kicks out of that because A, you didn't get it as well as they did.
Yeah.
And B, they know how to counter it more than you would.
Yeah.
So
100%.
that when you try to do your opponent's finish and they kick out of that,
makes
that
total
works.
sense. That yeah, 100%. You should see that more often than you doing your finisher having to do it 4 or 5 times to get the match over. Then I'm
Right.
like, all right, cool.
Exactly.
Now, if your opponent is obviously bigger than you, stronger than you, and you got to do your finish 3 times to get him down, that might work.
Maybe yeah, like
But
with,
when the opponents are evenly matched, or even, you got Brock Lesnar, who's got to do an F5 to Sami Zayn 5 times to get him down.
100%.
That
yeah,
don't
it's
make
just-
sense.
It's just like if you want to do your finisher like 2 or 3 times, you can make it work in a match. Let's say, for example, your finisher is a stunner, and you got the Big Show. You can do the
Right.
stunner. He stays on his feet. Do it again. Last one
Right,
falls
the-
over, and that's it. And
Right,
then
the
you go
Big
1, 2,
Show
3.
is
Yeah.
bigger
Big-
than you.
yeah.
He's stronger than you.
That's
He's
right.
going to take more punishment. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then on top of that too, if let's say your guy is the same size as you and you do the stunner, let's make it a scenario where you do the stunner and you're going for the pin and he rolls out of the ring. Oh crap! Now you gotta go get him out,
Yeah.
Right,
get him
that
back
makes
in,
sense.
and now it's been too long. He kicks out because he's
Right.
yeah. See,
That's right.
So much more you can build from that than he kicked out of 2. Oh man,
Right.
my finisher's not a finisher. I don't understand.
Exactly.
Unless you built the story to where your opponent, like, you use a stunner, so you use your right arm for the stunner. But the story is your opponent's been working your right arm.
Yeah.
So now it don't work as well.
Yeah.
So
Or
now
you-
he kicked out of your stunner.
Or you do the stunner on the left side and it's not as
See,
effective.
there is
100%.
ways to work around it, but you
But
gotta
see,
do
but
it
you see
right.
how like you have to add an extra layer to
Yes.
a storytelling.
Exactly.
That's kind of
Man,
lacking.
I love that you understand this at such a young age. I cannot wait to see you progress in this because you already understand. You already get it.
I'll take that. I learned that from Roger Ruffin, Wildcat Chris Harris,
Yeah,
Pompano
yeah.
Joe.
That's good
Dakota
teachers
Wolf.
right there.
Yep. All of them. I learned from everybody too. Like
I'm gonna be watching you closely, man, because you're getting me excited. Your knowledge of the past and your knowledge gets me excited for your future, man.
Damn,
Thank you. I
Skippy.
appreciate it.
Like I've been saying, less is more. You're following that to a T because you're not doing the flippy shit. A lot of wrestlers nowadays, they try to do the flippy stuff and they don't realize that that's not going to get you noticed. It's just going to have the fans pop for a moment, but then after that, they're just going to miss everything else.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you can't get a pop from a headlock takeover, like, then, you know, you got to work on yourself. You got to get the fans interested. Like, whenever I'm in the NWF, if I do one arm drag, you know, that place pops. You know?
That's right.
I do one arm drag. That's all I need to do. And, you know, and it's also a two-way side. Like, the heel has to be hated, and I feel like a lot of people don't want to handle the heat.
But it's that build-up to the hip toss. It's not the bell rings, you do a hip toss, the crowd pops.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
No. You got to build it up.
Build up to it.
100%. You got to tell a story. You got to get them invested. If they're not invested, then they're just seeing two guys do a bunch of moves.
Here's a name for you. Cocaine Crusher said, Montana versus Nick Depp would be a great match in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
It would.
That would be. I would again, anytime, anywhere. My Sundays are available.
Definitely, because Nick Depp is one of those guys that he gets it too.
Yep.
He's all about less is more.
Yep, 100%.
We had him on here once before, and he said, I'm in the tat instead of chat. And he was doing takes, and he said, no, we'll go with that first one.
Yep.
So he went right back with the I'm in the tat instead of chat.
Dang right,
That's just who he is. He's hardcore.
That's how it be, man. That's how it be. Yeah, no, I've seen some of his stuff online. I think I have him on Facebook or whatever. So yeah,
that's right.
Available.
That's a future match right there. If he hears and sees this, you're one of the guys that he should be definitely looking out for because he's the platinum standard. But you're Mr. Magnificent.
Yeah, dang right.
We already know I don't know much about wrestling. I've only been to a few shows. You're definitely, like, in my top 5 list of wrestlers.
Well, thank you so much.
You're probably, like, number 3.
All right, I'll take number 3. I'll take any place. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, when I met you guys, I felt bad because I was so hungover.
It was all right.
I am being not so nice right now. I feel like I'm going to throw up on your mother. Like, I'm shaking hands. I'm like, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yes.
Dude, you looked exhausted. I was like, look, I'm going to ask for a picture. I'm going to leave the dude the fuck alone. I'm not.
I was talking to the prospector, and I was telling him, like, man, dude, I drank like 20 beers last night. It was not good. I had a cigar. You know, I had a little bit of weed. That was over. That was it. I was throwing up all over the place.
And that was all right because...
And that one picture that we took is like, you know how on the iPhones you can like tap to...
Yeah.
It's in that.
Really?
Literally, you go through my stuff.
Ooh. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, thank you. I take that. Yeah, no, when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's a good picture of me. I'll take that. You know? Most of the time, I don't like the pictures of me. Yeah.
If there's one thing I could admit, it's that my boyfriend really knows how to work a camera, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. We don't need to know about you and your boyfriend and your cameras, okay?
I was talking about the picture that me and Michael Montana took. Thank you.
At the KWF.
That's right. Isaac said we need a damn Skippy counter.
Yes, we do. Someone needs to count every time Johnny says damn Skippy. Isaac, that's your job now.
Damn Skippy.
Not that one. That one doesn't count.
But I told you that to get you on. When I first meet a talent, I make sure that I'm going to let them know that I'm going to get them on. When I saw the opportunity, I got you in here because I know a star when I see a star. And you have it. And NWF needs to go with this heel thing because I think that you could get over even more so if you were doing heel shit instead of baby facing. Because let me just say, your heel work is way better. And it is top notch because you've studied the best heels like Kurt Hennig there.
Yeah.
You implement things that you can pull off as a heel.
Yeah.
So I think they should let that happen.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't see me being a heel probably the next 3 to 5 years. Honestly,
That's true.
Which, Roger Ruffin. I listen to him. Whatever goes. Like, and I don't politic.
But that's
my way
okay.
with it, but I'd like signing things as a baby face.
Damn.
It's a lot. I'm like, hey, this is fun. Hey, I can sign things here and there. People want my scrunchies from my arm. I'm like, here you go. Here, yeah. Like I'm a whole different character when I'm a baby face. Like I give away bracelets right before my match.
Nice.
Toss that into the
That's
crowd. Yeah, and people want if I win my match, I give my scrunches out to the kids.
Damn,
Yeah,
Skippy.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun for sure. But I don't know. I feel like the Montana character is way more fitting as a heel.
Yeah.
I think my dad, when he's only seen me as a babyface and never as a heel,
Yeah.
and he saw some of my heel work at the KWF and DCW, so that same weekend, and he's like, oh, I see it. It makes sense now. Well, because he didn't understand the Montana character at all. He's like, what are you doing? What are you wearing? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm going with the vibe. I'm liking this. This is my thing,
Right.
So he
That's
never
right.
got it until he saw the heel, and he's like, all right, that makes sense now. It makes 100% sense.
Exactly. And if you can't do it at NWF, you got KWF where you can be heel, or any other promotion that you
All
work
All right,
with.
we got All Elite, or we got Elite Wrestling Alliance here.
Yep. Over in, I've seen Back Wrestle there and Nick Ultima. Yeah.
Yep.
They were. There was a point where I was going to go over there just to talk with the promoter like on a Friday, but miscommunications and I missed the whole drive over there. So
And that's okay.
yeah, it happened. So, but eventually I'll be over there. But everywhere else, like if you don't count the NWF, everywhere else I'm a heel.
That's
100%. I'm just heel everywhere else. I'm like, where you want me to work? I already know heel. I'm already
Because it works way better that way, because the character to me feels like it should be a heel, because you got what a classic heel would have.
Yeah.
You got the flamboyancy, you got the glitter, you got the look for it.
Yeah. I got the annoyance.
That's right.
Very loud and annoying.
That's right.
That's all you need right there. You
Exactly.
get in under people's skin.
Exactly. And that's what's missing from the NWF. Maybe one day you'll be heel there.
Yeah, maybe.
But
one
right
day.
now you're gonna be kissing babies and shaking hands.
Oh, hey, I was. There's been many stories. Let's just say of fans, with me. Just say that. Like I've had my quite few in the past 6 months of my stalkish fans and
Oh
whatnot.
man.
So I already get that already. Like
Right out the gate, man.
right out. It's like, so I have a public profile Snapchat
Yeah.
thing, and oh my god, in the so it got I think it went viral in Africa and like Middle East, because all I was getting, so I got added like 500 times to 1,000 times, and all these like African people, and they think I'm a girl, like straight up, because they start asking for pictures and stuff, and I seen so many inappropriate pictures, and I'm like, all right, guys, this is the worst. I'm like trying to block people so many times. So I've had my done share of harassment.
You want as many followers as you can get, but
Yeah, and
maybe
I
not
don't want
the
the
whole time.
harassment so much. It's fun here and there, because it's funny, because they just, it's the broken English, so I'm trying to figure out what they're wanting, and I'm like, oh, man, this sucks
Well,
to be
I
a
mean,
woman.
Hey, you know what? Give them what they want. Send them a topless, send them a topless pic.
Yeah, there you go. They're like, and then instant block.
Well, they do the work for you.
Yeah, I mean, I have pictures of me wrestling on my profile. They just don't look. They just
No,
see
they don't,
the
yeah.
look, the pretty face.
Yeah,
and
they
that's
just
it.
want to look at that pretty face instead of looking at the wrestling.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's.
But hey, sometimes as a wrestler you do deal with stalkers.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens, but I mean that's being a babyface, and that's why I prefer being a heel. So I don't have to deal with
Yes.
that. I'd rather have people wanting to kill me than wanting to stalk and
Yep.
So
Because at least when they want to kill you, they ain't going to be trying to go, oh, there's Michael Montana, I'm going to grope him.
yep, it's been there in the NWF. There's been quite a few there, but yeah, no, like when I go to DCW or somewhere that's like not near the city, like just in the middle of nowhere or something. Oh, I get the most heat. That's like the best place to be. Is like, so I can't wait for this Saturday to see who comes to that fair and seeing all the people. Oh, that's my favorite part.
That's right.
There you go. So that's going to be on the test. All right.
Yep.
Well, see, also, the camera kept on panning to an old guy in the crowd. The part of the test is, who is that old guy?
Oh shit! Yay!
Yeah. Who is that old guy?
Yeah.
The old guy that they kept on pointing at. The fuck?
Hey,
He's
man.
also very important to Bret Hart, so
He's very important to wrestling in general.
that's right.
Very just important person in history. There you go.
Give you a hint. His name is Stu Hart.
See, look at that. See, now you can see, starting to see the Bret Hart slowly coming out.
Yep.
The one that we know. Because if you see a lot, like, it kind of helps you a little bit as a newcomer, seeing, like, the beginnings of a lot of these superstars. You're
Yep.
seeing, like, oh, they're just like me. They started just like me. They kind of have a character going, but they're building it. They're building it.
I would say Bret Hart in general. Watch him from the beginning. Mm-hmm. You know, he was a small guy, scrappy guy.
And Canadian Stampede Wrestling,
Canadian
yeah.
Stampede. He teamed up with Neidhart. In the beginning, they were wearing blue.
Blue, and then they turned into wearing pink eventually in '87.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's when they became the tag champs there. And then when he went his separate ways, I think in '89,
But, I
'90.
mean, they started off as heel tag,
Yeah.
and then Bret, you know, they went their separate ways, and Bret started becoming a babyface.
That's right.
Whatever.
I mean,
100%.
just his career alone can be studied.
Sorry, 100%. Same way with, I think the Bulldogs, the British Bulldogs.
Yeah,
both
same, yeah.
Dynamite Kid and
Davey Boy.
Davey Boy. Because I know him as the British Bulldog. Like,
Yeah.
That's how I know him as.
Right, it's very
so, like,
confusing.
yeah, like, I have to, like, so whenever I was a kid, I knew him as the British Bulldog, and I knew him as Dynamite Kid. And then I'm like, oh, they tagged together, and now they were the British Bulldog. Oh, and I bet Dynamite Kid's really angry about that.
Hell yeah.
It was, yeah, it was.
I guess this Saturday I will be spending most of my Saturdays studying since I won't be going to KWF.
Yeah, see, the British Bulldogs were a tag team of the Dynamite Kid and Davey Boy Smith. After they broke up, Davey Boy Smith took the moniker of the British Bulldog, thus
This is too much
confusing the
damn
fuck out of our
information.
fans.
And also, don't forget, they also had Matilda,
Oh, yeah,
the pit bull with
Matilda,
them.
the British Bulldog.
Yeah.
The literal British Bulldog.
That's right.
I love wrestling.
Yeah.
I do too, because only in wrestling can you commit arson and so many other atrocities, and
be okay.
it works.
And it worked. And you
Oh,
don't go to jail.
That's right.
Only in wrestling can you be blown up in your limo one week and then come back
That's
the
right.
next week.
Dude,
Or kidnapping people.
I know exactly where I was when that whole Chris Benoit and Vince McMahon thing.
Hey, me too.
I was 6 years old and sitting at my bedroom bed and this big old box TV, and I just see that empty crowd. I was like, oh shoot! And I didn't know what happened for real until 4 or 5 months later, because I was like 6 years
Yeah.
old, and then my dad actually tells me, and I'm like, oh, that's terrible. Like, you know, like, and he was one of my top favorites because, you know, he's shorter.
Right.
You know, I'm like 5'10". I'm 6 foot. I'm 5'10" with boots on. When I found out that, like, Shawn Michaels wasn't actually 6'1", it made my day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he's actually not 6'1". He's actually like 5'10", 5'11". And I'm like,
Oh,
awesome, yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, when I found out The Undertaker isn't from Death Valley, like my world is shattered.
Yeah, I know. It's like finding out Santa
When
Claus
I found
isn't
out
real.
that he wasn't dead, I was unhappy. Made me believe that he was a dead man for real.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe that Kane and Undertaker weren't actually brothers.
Oh,
yeah.
That's wait. See, Kane and Undertaker are brothers. It's just that Mark and Glenn are not.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna just say straight up kayfabe that Vince McMahon can handle blow up limos.
Yeah, he can
handle it.
Oh yeah, Nick McMahon has so much testicular fortitude that you can
His
blow him
boots.
up, and he just shows up to work next week. Like,
Hey, how you doing, everybody?
Hey guys, yep.
Something bad happened for you.
I gotta replace another car.
Hey, that limo explosion though, the way they did it, we should know something was up because they did a cut where he's putting his foot out again, puts his foot back in, puts his foot back out, puts his foot back in, then the door closed, and then boom.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was as a kid. You're just like, oh, maybe he's just having a really tough time getting in the car.
I mean, it did fool my dad though.
Really?
My dad actually believed that we just witnessed a murder.
See, that's That's my favorite thing in wrestling is whenever when it becomes real.
Yeah,
like,
that's
let's say,
right.
like when it blends together, it's all in a gray area.
That's right. That's the way that should look
Yes.
like to anyone that is inside that crowd.
Yeah,
Because they're wanting to kill you. At least they're believing.
yeah, 100%. That's
Man.
I'll make you hate me.
That's
Right.
right.
Eventually, you're gonna hate me. you
That's
know?
right.
13, 14, the whole Attitude Era was real.
Yeah.
All that stuff in the 80s was scripted, pre-planned, but this stuff in the 90s, there's the Wild West.
The Wild
These guys are off the hinges.
Hey man, that's what happened when you got a lot of drug going on. And,
Oh, I
you
know,
know,
but I mean, like, you couldn't tell me that anything was scripted. You couldn't tell me the promos were scripted or nothing. Like, these guys are just saying whatever the hell they want. They're doing what the hell they want.
honestly, I mean, even in the '80s, I would say that's true. I mean, now you can see it plain as day. and
Right,
it's
but
really
I mean,
sucks.
with all them coming out like, oh, yeah, that was scripted. Oh, like, you
no,
guys scripted that argument. You guys scripted that fucking whole shit. Bullshit.
yeah, 100%. You actually hate each other.
That's right. Y'all gotta hate each other with a passion. Don't be like Iron Sheik and Hacksaw Jim Duggan getting caught together
Right.
inside a car with cocaine.
What year was that? 89.
80, yeah, 80.
I think it was 87 or 88.
Yeah, then that what did the Sheik get fired for that?
Yep.
They both got fired, but Dugan was brought back like a couple months later, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
But at the time, they were supposed to be heated rivals, and the police pulling them over and catching them together was not a good look.
not a good look.
That's what they got in trouble for, is being caught together, not the weed.
Yeah, that was the thing. And Vince was like, I don't care about the weed. They're next to each other. Oh man, fired. They fired both of them. Oh,
That's right.
They're more pulling hair.
Cameron said Vince McMahon can handle an exploding limo, but he can't handle assault allegations. That's true.
Yeah. Federal government will all get you eventually.
Yep.
Don't care about your gimmick.
He was not smart. Apparently, he thought shitting on heads was gonna not come out to light.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perplexing to hate on McMahon because, I mean, he deserves all the hate in the world, but then again, none of us would be here without him.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword.
It really is. It's very perplexing. It's very complex. I mean, fuck you, Vince. You're a piece of shit, but thank you for all you've given us.
Yeah. I feel like there's like two arguments when it comes to that because because a lot of the wrestlers in the territory time, like the early 80s, 70s, they were making bank and stuff. And whenever Vince McMahon started to swallow all of them up, you know, it didn't give him a whole lot of freedom.
Right.
And he did make it as big as possible. Like, pro wrestling isn't be without Vince, but I could see both sides where the territories, there were thousands of people watching wrestling, you know, from their local station or whatever. But nah, we wouldn't have WrestleMania. We wouldn't have, you know, Bret Hart's, you know, Shawn Michaels, all these, like, for example, The Rock going into Hollywood. That wouldn't have happened without Vince. So
Exactly. That's why it's a double-edged sword, because on one hand, he gave us all this.
Yeah.
But then he turned out to be the biggest piece of shit that we ever heard of.
I mean, everyone knew that probably all the way, but they didn't know the extent.
Yeah.
I did not know the extent. I knew he was like, I knew he had a bunch of skeletons in the closet, 100%.
You just didn't know how many.
I didn't know how disgusting they
Damn
were.
Skippy.
Yeah.
They were, oh man.
He was the biggest creep that there was, and the fact is that there's still so much that we don't know.
Is
Yeah.
that also going to be on the test?
Ugh.
Yes.
It's all going to be on the test.
Everything is on the test from find out which fish man is who,
Look.
which fish man is what.
Who invented the Luthez press?
Here's
The
a
person
hint.
that invented it? The fuck?
Here's a hint. It's in the name.
I didn't even pay attention to what he said.
Luthez.
Yes,
You already
come on.
failed. You already failed.
No, that was level one. I was trying to help you out there. I'm like,
I was not paying attention to a word you said.
See,
I'm
that's
too
why
busy
you-
flirting.
See, that's why you will always just be an intern.
Yeah, I'm okay with that position. Shit.
Yep.
I'm far too busy flirting with people.
But
Quit talking to AJ Kazana already.
I'm not talking to AJ Kazana, but like,
Whatever.
I'm not. I'm talking to someone else. I'm
You hear this, Isaac? You hear this? I hope you.
First of all, I got a fiance and a boyfriend. Isaac already knows about it. I don't give a shit.
That's your relationship. That's not my,
Nice.
Not my can of worms.
not my monkey, not my circus.
Yeah.
That's right. And right now, Bret Hart has. I think they won the match.
Yeah,
No, the match still going. He just knocked Perfect out of the ring.
Referee's holding up his arm.
It's been 10 minutes of them pulling each other's hair and trying to get the advantage, and finally Bret Hart got the advantage.
This is the not so good match. This one was not as good as the '91 SummerSlam.
But that's okay because it was just them filling each other out.
Yeah, this was where was this at? Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I believe so.
Like, this seems like a dark match.
That's right. That's what it feels like. It's from
'89.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is probably testing out if Bret Hart can be singles, kind of like how they did with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair at Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
That match is on YouTube, which is very. You can learn a lot right there from that match because Shawn Michaels is still kind of the rockers.
Yeah.
And after he wrestled with Ric Flair, it was a test, and Ric Flair gave him the A-OK on that. So
That's right. And this right here was basically like that. Proof to see if he is not only singles, but also can carry the WWF Championship one day.
One day, yeah.
Which he did. But of course, we remember how that one reign ended with Yokozuna taking it, and then Hulk Hogan would come in and be like,
we don't know about
Man, the worst fucking moment.
So that's my favorite, one of my favorite arenas
Yes.
of all time.
Yes.
It was so unique as a kid at WrestleMania 9, watching the elephants and everything. But rewatching it, there's only like maybe 3 good matches on there.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a good card at all.
Not a good card, and especially that ending.
Yeah.
But at least WrestleMania 10
Was that the same one as Taker and Gonzalez?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, with that weird fursuit thing. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it was.
He looked naked as fuck, but he was not naked.
Yeah. I mean, being that tall, you're not going to have a physique like that.
Nope.
It's impossible. You're going to die. Your heart literally cannot handle the amount of blood pumping that you have to do.
Exactly.
But, I mean, at least at WrestleMania 10, the one following that, it became the first match, Owen Hart versus Bret Hart. That's also, I think, maybe my 6th favorite match right there.
Oh, that was a great
It
one.
was so good. Yep, super kicks. Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Shawn Michaels, SummerSlam, I think 93 maybe? I'm not sure.
Yep, it was 93 for a ladder match.
Those leggings are far from none. I have something similar to that, and I've always loved that color scheme of white boots and blue aqua-looking pants. Those are my favorites.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely should pull that off.
Yeah, I have a few that are blue. I mean, I change it every
Nice.
time, so I got like 3 or 4 blue tights that 2 of them look very similar to when he wore it in '93.
Nice.
But he barely wore it. He barely wore those tights.
He did.
I think it was 2007.
Yep.
Hey, that's the year I was born.
So all these dates are gonna be also on the test too. Like,
Yeah.
you're just gonna say these dates. You're gonna have to just figure it out.
You will.
What's your name?
You are the intern, but that's the teacher.
What
Case
does
Taste giving you tests.
What does DX stand for?
I'm not sure.
Man, there's a lot to learn. It's
Oh, that's
at least
a
it'll be
lot.
fun. You got all the fun stuff.
Degeneration.
You know, you can relearn.
Are you kidding me? I'm the one that put Bret Hart in the sharpshooter, you know.
That is true.
And you know, controversy. You better what's your name?
Is the test going to
Definitely.
be like an online test, or am I going to have to take it in person? Here's
In
the real
person.
question.
In person, it's 3 hour long.
Yeah.
500 questions.
Yeah.
So 2 things. I bought an IEP.
Oh.
I'm gonna need breaks and
Okay, that's fine. Stand.
Also, there's going to be a bonus 501 question.
shit. If it was gonna be
Bam.
online, I was just gonna have my rest.
And then another one. Bam.
This was one of those guys was actually Ty Dillinger that just
Yep.
got.
I think it was the first one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Super kicked that stand.
Yeah,
But-
his real name was Sean.
Yep,
Yeah.
Sean Spears.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, I remember this one too. Because he super kicks his best friend.
And then John
Yep.
Cena's face here. I think this is 09 Survivor Series.
Yep.
Yep.
Man, I'm good at these dates.
Bam!
Bam! John Cena's shocked, like, what the hell?
Oh my gosh,
my
that's
gosh.
where that meme came from. Holy shit.
Here's the hilarious thing, though, Michael, because he did it again
Yeah.
in the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
and Triple H's dumbass couldn't see it coming.
Again. Yeah, the second time.
All because HBK won that match with Undertaker
100%.
at WrestleMania
yeah.
26.
Which is some good storytelling right there.
You know
Yes,
what?
it
Dude,
was.
the greatest. Look up the greatest super kick ever. When he puts Jannetty through the glass.
Okay.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
You read my mind, Big Beard.
This made HBK right here. Shawn Michaels became HBK.
Yep.
Heartbreak Kid.
Yep.
I don't know if that's the greatest super kick though. I don't know.
That's the
Shelton
greatest.
Benjamin. Shelton
That's
Benjamin
the
won.
greatest because it puts him on the course.
That is true. You're not wrong. That is storytelling wise
So at
the
this-
greatest.
They
This
were
is
tag team
beginning.
partners.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The guy in the red, something happened in the match where he cost them the title belts. So they're arguing, they're fighting. They're trying to get back together.
That's right.
Sounds
But this is the beginning of the
sounds fair to
Heartbreak
me.
Kid.
They need each other.
No, they don't.
Best friends, brothers.
Cut that dead weight, HBK.
Hug it out.
They've been in the business together since the beginning.
Okay. I'm following.
Tag team, best friends, brothers. Not real brothers, but
There you go. Hug it out.
That's right, they're hugging out.
Hugging out. Separate.
Yep. Watch this, watch this.
Yeah.
Holding up the hand.
And you can tell that beefcake went away
BAM!
right there.
Owie.
That is such a great super kick,
Bam!
too.
Yeah.
That's how you establish yourself as a heel.
And now watch what he's about to do. Mark, Janae, don't throw yourself to that window.
Jannetty gets his greatest push in WWF history.
Yeah.
Man,
Bam.
why did he throw himself through that window, Big
I know.
Beard?
I can't
Hey,
believe
that was they were giving him the push.
Yeah.
That was the push he was getting.
I mean, they told him to run into it, so he listened.
No, they said, Jannetty, tonight we're gonna push you.
Look at all those kids. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice kick
Oh,
to the
now he
sternum.
comes back like, hey, dude, stop. Those are some interesting tights.
Yep.
Those are some interesting tights there.
There's a reason why they
And
called him
Rick-
the Booty Man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they did what?
They called him the Booty Man. That was a name of his.
Yeah, he
Well,
had
see-
afterwards, I think.
He was Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yep.
Because Linda McMahon wanted a big man named Beefcake.
Yeah.
Kind of like a male stripper.
Are those tights? They just look like
Well, look,
tiny
look, look.
pieces of fabric.
Look, okay,
Honestly.
so Brutus the Barber Beefcake's real gimmick was that he was a male stripper who had a barber gimmick. See, like if you go to a male strip club,
They
you
all
go to a
have
male
different
strip club, sometimes they
operations.
come out as a cowboy, sometimes they come out as a cop, a doctor. They have a gimmick.
I know you haven't been there, but when
Okay.
No, I've never been to a male strip club.
But I'm just saying,
Okay,
the
fair
men
enough.
come out, they come out as a cowboy, they come out as a cop, they come out as a doctor, something. He was a male stripper that was a barber.
You tell me that you've been to a male strip club?
I might have worked at one or two.
as the janitor.
We learned a thing or two, damn.
Oh,
But
man.
anyways, moving on from that, we got the greatest super kick of all time.
Yeah. I was 4 years old when this happened. Man.
Bam!
Owie.
Look at that Hulk Hogan guy. Oh my God!
What you gonna do, brother, when I super kick you?
Cameron says one of the best super kicks I've ever seen was Lance Storm.
Yes.
Lance
yes.
Storm, but which one? I mean,
He also said that you sound like you have first-hand experience with a male strip club.
well, I just said I might have worked at one or two.
Maybe. The
Maybe.
word maybe.
Allegedly.
Or he was there as a customer. We won't judge allegedly.
You know.
But yes, no. Lance Storm does have a amazing super kick.
He does.
A very underrated too.
He does.
But what about the cryonic kick?
What about Chris Adams?
We don't talk about Chris Adams.
Not
Why
on
don't
this
we talk
podcast.
about Chris Adams?
That's on the test.
But that's bonus. That's bonus points. So like, if you get it, that's extra credit. So
That's
we won't
right,
give you the
it's
answer to that one. You're gonna have to
extracurricular
figure that
talent.
one out on your own. Oh my goodness! Oh, no, we're back to.
He had some
we're
great
rewatching Stands.
super kicks.
I'm gonna put all the answers in ladies' service vest and just like slowly look at that shit.
That's smart.
Hey, look. If a heel cheats, then a heel cheats. And if that's what you are, then that's what you are.
That's right.
Technically, you guys can't deny my service in a wall.
That's true. We can't.
This was building up to WrestleMania 23.
Yep.
Yeah.
This was a good one too. This was in '97.
Yeah.
No, this was '98. Yeah, you could tell Vince McMahon never sold it before because that super kick, he sold it like he'd been shot instead.
Yeah.
Why is he dancing?
Because that's who HBK is. He's called the
Hogan
Heartbreak
must
Kid.
pose, Michaels must dance.
Yeah. I dance a lot too, so I kind of saw that from Sean.
He said, extra credit question. Who better than Canyon, intern?
Ooh. Who better than
Don't
Canyon?
know. Nobody, I guess.
Ding, 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 ding. She got one right. She
What?
got one right. Nobody's
Oh,
better than
wait.
Canyon.
Pardon me, Cam. Are you saying that you know that you're wrestling someone? He said he can't wait to wrestle you this Saturday night. Oh,
Ooh,
looks like we might be ringside for you
does
versus
Cam
him.
have insider knowledge that the rest of us don't? Does
Oh, my
Cam
God.
know who
I
his
have no
opponent is?
information, so I
Does
guess
Cam
so.
know who his opponent is?
Has Cam stolen J.R. Rock's ability to predict the matches and just pulled Michael Montana's name out of the basket and said, "Yep, I'm facing him."
Politicking his way in there, all right.
He is, but hey, it's gonna be a hell of a match if it's true.
Hey, yeah, dang right.
Because
Can't
both of
wait.
y'all are still relatively young to the business,
Oh,
so that's pretty good.
yeah, it'll be a fun little match right there.
Yeah, Will. This was a good one
great
too.
one right
Yeah.
here.
Bam, right into the wheelchair.
See, now that's how you sell a super kick.
I'm gonna hit your leg with your leg.
What?
That's right. Actually, Owen Hart saying that was one of the best for me. Because he said it without missing a beat. He did not stop
He
and
knew he fucked up, but he was like, I just still gotta recover. I just
damn
gotta go with
Scrippy.
it.
I never understood the NWO after the WrestleMania 18 when Shawn Michaels became the leader and
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
I love the look of Shawn Michaels in the NWO type
Right,
stuff with
but
his
it was
backwards
just, it was
cap.
Click 2.0.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Oh, it was.
It was Click
Definitely.
2.0 in NWO clothing.
Yeah, and then it went away. Not even until 2002 fall, honestly.
Isaac said he's rooting for Party Man Cam.
Hey, Isaac, you can't do our guests like that, man. You can't do our guests
Hey,
like
that's a
that.
possibility.
I mean, aren't we the party people though?
But we have to honor and show respect to our guests.
That's true.
Until the very end, like until I
Isaac,
leave.
my heart's actually broken that you said that, dude. What the hell? What is wrong with you?
It'd be like
I
that.
mean,
But hey, you know what?
This
Look,
is a
what
What the
wrestling
fuck?
business.
What is wrong with you?
look, Party Man is our boy. Don't get us wrong. And if you do end up facing Party Man, I mean,
I understand.
we're
it's
going to be on
business.
opposite sides of the ring. But
It is simply
I mean,
business.
no disrespect, and you know it's all love. We still appreciate you being here.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
but I mean, if you're on the other side, it's
We
it's
just
fair
did.
game. Yeah,
We did just watch Shelton Benjamin versus HBK getting super kicked by HBK. A powerful super kick that still to this day Shelton Benjamin is still recovering from.
yeah, I would say so.
Party Man says, "Hey, I don't know if he's my opponent, but he's got the look, though, and the Party Man likes people who stand out. That's a real party." All right, that's some praise from Party Man.
And
Cam
I'll
right there.
take
Right
that.
on.
You know, that's That's I'll take that appreciation.
That's right.
Now when we wrestle, I'll be like, thank you.
That's right.
Well, thank you.
Headlock driver, thank you. German suplex, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
German suplex again, thank you. Electric chair driver, thank you.
Yep.
It's
Isaac,
all just
Queen
business.
suplex. There you go. Here's
Isaac says party all the way. Oh, yeah, baby.
Yep.
What he meant to say was Montana all the way.
Montana.
Hey, we're going to party in Montana. We don't, fuck it.
Now
you're
it
right.
turns to a tag match.
That's right.
Who we
Party
facing
all
now?
time. Damn,
facing?
Skippy.
Oh man.
But that's the thing about tonight. Tonight was all about showing people that may not have seen you before who Michael Montana is and who they can expect to see in the future. Because KWF's going to be seeing plenty of you.
Yep, saying right. I can't wait whenever, what is it? Maybe the end of the year or whatever. I'll probably be back to the KWF. and
Yep.
It'll be fun. It'll be great. Can't wait for it. And then I got a bunch, and I'm hoping to get my name out there for other promotions.
That's right.
Like I was talking about Appalachian Mountain Wrestling and stuff. That'll be some fun stuff.
Sup, Donnie Green. That's Donnie Green. Big Donnie Green said, Sup, Superfly. Cameron said, here's a name that might not have been heard in a while. David Young. His spine buster was a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's up there with Arn Anderson right there.
Yeah.
Definitely was. But this Saturday night, when you're facing whoever it is that you're going to face, that's going to be a hell of a match. Because they got you to deal with. They got the German suplex that you're going to be inflicting. That's going to be something that you got to watch out for.
Oh, yeah. And then maybe me lying. I would never lie. Never lie. I never do that. That's never a thing I do.
He will definitely never lie to you. He will. 7 damn Skippies. I've not said it that much. Come on.
I'm surprised you can count that high, my love.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, snappy. But
Could call him to homeschooling and now this?
But that's the thing about you. You don't lie. You've been honest with them. You were honest with even higher. You came out there, you said what you had to say.
Yep.
Grabbed his hair because he grabbed your hair. Hey, it's fair.
That's dang right. When he gave me that drop kick, they pulled my hair.
That's right. And then you German suplexed him 3 times. That's his fault because he should have been on point.
Yeah, usually I do my German suplexes in a row. I usually do my usual 3, but that one I had to usually just get him when I can.
Yeah.
He was a
Hardman Cam's got some praise for you. He says, but all respects to Montana. I seen his match over at KWF in Frankfurt. Got the guts, got the skills, and I believe it's going to be a future of this business. So I praise you, Montana. Party hard.
Hell
brother.
yeah.
I
party
appreciate
man
it.
Cam.
I'll see him Saturday. I'll give him a good old hug. And
That's
if I'm
right,
wrestling,
brother.
I'll give you thanks, brother. And then we'll
And then German suplex
we'll be
him.
wrestling.
That's right.
We'll be wrestling.
That's right.
You know?
Dude, I'm gonna be so bad if you guys are going against each other and I'm not gonna be there.
You're not gonna be there?
No,
I'm
I
going to go see her crush over in some other promotion.
Oh, really? Where at?
AMW.
Oh,
The same promotion that you were talking about, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling.
Yep,
Yeah.
Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. Yep.
Yeah.
Cameron said,
She's got
"Dadgum, she's burning her own fiance. That's crazy."
Yeah. All night too. It's been all night.
Dude,
All night.
that's
That's
not
right.
his entire life.
That's right.
Like, I swear, he'll be just be looking at me, and I'm like, what the fuck are you staring at, dude? Look at someone else.
Dang. Get that
He
love.
said, if you don't believe me, go back and listen to the recording after.
Yeah, he's talking to you.
Damn Skippy. Damn Skippy.
8.
Damn
9,
Skippy.
10.
Damn Skippy. That's a lot of them now.
Yeah, man.
But let the people know what they
Chill
can
out. I
expect
seriously
to
don't
find
think
you.
you can count that high.
Yeah.
So slowly what I've been doing now has been slowly putting my matches on YouTube, 1 match at a time after 6 months.
Yeah.
So I like, you gotta come watch me, but if you want to not come, I'll wait 6 months and I'll post them. So I've been posting a lot of my matches on michael.montana.pro.
Nice.
That's on everything: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I've been posting 1 match a week now. So if you haven't seen any of my wrestling, you can see my first 2 matches so far, which
Yeah.
was at my hometown, Bethel Tate.
Heck
was-
yeah.
Fun. That was an interesting experience, being in my old middle school and then seeing Noah Gabriel come out, and I'm like, this doesn't feel real at all. Is this a dream?
Nice.
This feels kind of weird. But Yep, I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I'll be with the NWF for a good while for most of my Saturdays, be in the KWF, and then slowly trying to build up my Sundays with Grindhouse, maybe AMW. Maybe I'll be going up to Michigan. There's a few that I've been looking out for that a lot of my buddies have wrestled for, and I'm like, well, maybe I come on drive. And then eventually be moving on to Florida, Georgia, all that type of stuff.
Heck
Be all
yeah.
the fun traveling.
That's what it's all about
Nice.
because you gotta be willing to be traveling.
Dang right. Like, yeah, this is what it was about 2 hours from where I live from here. You know,
Nice.
gotta get used to it. That's easy. That should be an easy drive right there.
That's right.
So,
Plus, there's so many drives you're gonna be taking that's gonna be even longer than that.
oh yeah, can't wait. 12-hour drives to Florida for one for one match. I'm like, all right, I was sleeping in the car tonight, guys.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
That's
And
how it be.
that's what it takes to be a wrestler. You gotta be willing to travel long hours. You gotta be willing to overlook things that you're gonna be missing, things that you have to give up, and you have to love the business to want to travel far and wide.
100%, especially in the independent scene. 'Cause you don't have it easy. You gotta be sleeping in your car, eating gas station food all the time, you know, and meeting people for the first time, and you're wrestling. I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. I'll see you out there.
And I'm gonna suplex you.
Yeah, like that was how me and Eddie talked like 1 or 2 minutes before a match. I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. I'll see you out there. And that's how it was. And that's how it was. You know, and that was the fun of it. That was the first thing I talked to him. I'm like, German suplex. That's my thing.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'll see you out there, brother.
That's right.
fun.
And then the rest of the match just came together.
Yep, all came together.
yeah.
I'm very happy with it.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys try to plan their match way too early inside the back, and then they forget everything that they just talked about.
Yeah.
So if you're smart, you can do it while you're inside the ring, while you're holding each other inside a headlock. Just tell each other what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm more because my memory, knock on wood, from all the times
Yeah.
when it hit my head. I'm hoping I still have it. My memory's pretty good. And that's because I'm
Nice.
in history. I remember all those dates and everything, and all those people. So whenever we go over the match, I remember it all. That's usually why people like me. They're like, dude, I'm lost. And I'm like, I got you, brother.
That's
It's
right.
fine. We'll keep going. It's all right. So I try to be the Kurt Hennig as much as possible. Where if you have a match with me, you're gonna have a good match.
That's right, brother.
I'm gonna make you look good, and you're gonna make me look good, and that's all that matters. That's wrestling for you.
We've now hit 1 hour and 56 minutes.
Oh, really? Is it almost 9 o'clock?
Yes,
is.
Oh
it is.
man, we've been all. This has been a fun time. Been watching
Hey.
wrestling, talking
Man.
wrestling. That's all it is.
That's
right
what
there.
we encourage.
Yeah, there. That was.
Who wants to say their goodbyes first?
I'll go ahead and
Yeah,
start.
because the person that was last goes in first now.
Yep. The guest always goes before the others.
You said the guest.
So
No,
I have-
no, after the
That's
others.
not that
Okay.
Thank you for stopping by. And like I said, I am really looking forward to your future because of your knowledge of the past. Like, I am really going to be keeping my eye on you, and I'm so excited to see what's in store.
Thank you, Dudley.
Thank you for stopping by, and I'm excited, man.
I appreciate it, Dudley. I appreciate it.
Intern.
Nice to see you again. It's so nice to know all these things about you, especially like where your name came from and what your inspirations are. That possibly could be an inspiration for a lot of other people. And I'm really excited to see you in the future, although I won't be there Saturday, dude. I'll be there plenty of other times. Hi, Theo. Bye, Theo. Johnny, I see you every day. I don't really care.
That's a nice goodbye.
Yep.
She used
Michael.
to love Johnny. Now she just sees him every day. It's
Yeah,
whatever.
it's a
No, Johnny's still my best friend. But I see him every day. Like,
Michael.
Oh, my last. I very appreciate you guys inviting me over here. It's been a fun time. I 2 hours went by fast. I didn't even know. I was just
Yeah.
watching wrestling, having a good time. It was nice meeting you all again.
Yes, sir.
This time not hungover. I felt so bad. I was talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, I bet they think I'm a jerk or something. I'm just so dead. Like,
It's all right.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
We understand, man. Everybody has their off days.
Yeah, and it was definitely, that's the first time. Hopefully, last time. Probably won't, but I don't like wrestling hungover. That was not a favorite, but I do appreciate all the compliments and can't wait for the future. And
That's right.
I can't wait to come back here again. This was
Yeah,
really
man,
fun.
come back
Damn
anytime,
Skippy,
man.
brother.
Let's set up
Dang
some
right.
future dates.
Oh, hell yeah. Damn
That's right. Guys, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been tuning in, especially Crazy Carl, because he said pigeons are not real. I think that is also something they said the first time they chimed into our comments.
Yeah, that's his thing. And
But, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to Michael Montana. And thank you, Michael Montana, for giving us the time out of your day to be in studio.
thank you guys. I appreciate it. It was more than
Intern, always a pleasure. Big Beard, always a pleasure, brother.
Brother.
If you're not having fun,
You ain't getting none.
damn Skippy.
That's number
Yeet.
11.
That's right.
Nice guy, Andy podcast.
Damn Skippy, 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 damn Skippy,
Over
Mo.
40.
What your mama said.
That's probably